north of downtown Dallas, we welcome you to Denton, the home of North Texas. And yeah, roll on in. It's the last home game of the season and senior day for the Mean Green, who hope to do something that their opponent has already done. That's become bowl eligible. North Texas at 5-5. East Carolina picked up their 6th win just last week. Standings in the American, the championship game already set. Army and Tulane will meet in 2 weeks. Both still very much in the running for a spot in the 12-team college football playoff. And hi there and welcome inside DATQ Stadium along with LaDarren McClain, the former Mean Green quarterback. He promises to be impartial. I'm Ted Emmerich. Smacker Miles coming right up. LD, we've got 2 teams that are heading in opposite directions right now. North Texas has lost 4 in a row. ECU, meanwhile, they've won 3 straight after making a coaching change.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal to turn around the last 3 games. And it's not a schematic change that they've done offensively. It's just been a different mindset, an instill of confidence. And this offense has hit the ground running. The last 3 games, they've averaged well over 530 yards of total offense, and they've kept it balanced. They've been able to attack defenses and use their skill players peripherally as well.
And one of those skill players being the running back, Rajay Harris.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a preseason first-team All-American selection. I think his ability to attack defenses in the run game has really kept this offense balanced. The last 3 games, they've been well over 200 yards rushing. They've got to be balanced here today to attack.
And if North Texas is going to bust this slump today, it's up to Chandler Morris, their quarterback.
Man, what can you say about this young man? You know, he started in Highland Park, a similar offense out of high school. He goes to TCU. Now here at the University of North Texas, he has been sensational. He's 4th in the nation in total yards passing per game, and he's 2nd in the nation behind Miami's Cam Ward in touchdown passes. This young man has all the physical tools you want, but he is an automatic gunslinger backside in the pocket.
East Carolina won the coin toss, and they want the ball. Hoping to keep that streak going since Blake Harrell has taken over as the interim head coach. And the kick over the head of Jari Patterson, a touchback. Downstairs, Smacker Miles, and I tell you what, North Texas shook things up defensively this week, didn't they, Smacker?
Hey guys, Coach Morris made some changes on the defensive side of the ball, electing to let their coordinator, Matt Capone, go. He promoted linebackers coach Brian Odom. He said, I'm not expecting to see the 85 Bears. I want to see an inspired defense. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Smacker, that's the question. Can they find that inspiration, that confidence here late in the season, ranked near the bottom of the country in so many categories, but we're going to see a different look on defense over the course of the game. The swing pass to Patterson, and look out! Another big play against the Mean Green defense. Patterson stepping out just past midfield at the 48. Jaden Hill pushed him out.
Well, this is what this offense has been doing, Ted, the last 3 weeks. It's just big plays. And this offense is always trying to get their skill players in open space. And Patterson is almost got a rocket attached to his back as he hit that seam very quickly.
Snap it right to Rajay Harris, who had a huge second half last Thursday against Tulsa, and Harris picks up 4. Well, Caden Hauser is the quarterback for East Carolina, making his 5th consecutive start. He's helped spur this 3-game win streak himself with his own level of confidence. Taking a deep shot here, and he's got Anthony Smith. The NC State transfer lost the football in the end zone. Has North Texas recovered it, or has East Carolina have it? It's a touchback. The Mean Green recover it. Chavez Brown pounces on top of it.
Really on the field.
Just as ECU is ready to put it in, North Texas with a takeaway.
North Texas at the 20.
Hey, that's one way to get this defense back going. Again, this is a great throw, a great read by the quarterback, but look at the extra effort here Anthony Smith's trying to do. And when you do that, Ted, time to time, you've got some guys punching the ball out, and this is exactly what North Texas needed. They needed to get that spark, kind of like what you're talking about. Where are they going to get it from? Well, if you take the ball away from the opposing offense, this is the way to get things going the right way. Yeah, that's a great play right there. These defensive backs are always coached at always trying to strip that ball out if you get the ball carrier in the crowd.
On first down for North Texas, Chandler Morris firing to Damon Ward Jr. incomplete around the 35. Couldn't hang on to it, and it's 2nd and 10. So North Texas with the takeaway, such a rare sight for this defense, LD. And now Morris and the offense step out there. Morris is trying to recapture his early season form. It's been a struggle the last 2 weeks especially.
Yeah, I look at that sometimes a little differently too. The opponents you got to look at as well. And sometimes you have a couple of games that just off a little bit.
Well, this guy can help any quarterback. Shane Porter, coming off a career game against UTSA, hammers his way for 9 yards. Porter had a career-high 193 yards and 3 touchdowns in San Antonio last week.
It's insane. When you average over 14 yards a carry, this helps that offense. And again, you look at Morris, what he's been able to do this year is sensational just in one season. It's phenomenal.
Porter picks up the first down across the 30-yard line. Yeah, you saw it right there. Morris transferring from TCU. He won the job out of camp in Fort Worth, just down the road. Each of the last 2 years suffered an injury to the same knee both seasons. And here he is with a fresh start in Denton. Swing it, and Porter out of the backfield. And tugged down across the 35. A nice gain on first down. Raheem Craig makes the tackle for the Pirates.
Well, it's an added advantage as a quarterback. If you just feel comfortable in what you're seeing as far as what is the offense trying to do to a defense. Not only that, he's smart, but then you complement him with the DT Sheffield. You get him a Shane Porter. You give him these skilled players. You can certainly attack defenses here. And DT Sheffield, what can you say about this young man? 3rd in the FBS in receiving touchdowns.
Here's the pass to Blair Conright, just short of the first down, near the 42-yard line. You saw the players to watch, brought to you by Regions Bank. Yeah, DT Sheffield is North Texas' leading receiver, one of the very best, not just in the American, but the country, and he's had a slow go of it the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of game that you can get right on, right? The conditions are just set up. They're looking to get back on that winning track, and sometimes it just takes you a couple of weeks to get back going.
On 3rd and 1, Mackenzie McGill, a walk-on just like Shane Porter, is taken down in the backfield. So 4th and 2 for North Texas, LD, at their own 41, and an early decision even on their end of the 50.
Yeah, we talked to Jordan Davis this week, and he said, hey, we've got to be better on 3rd down. We've got to convert more, and right off the bat, they struggled to do that. And I think this is one of these things here on 4th down. I think you got to go. I think they ranked 2nd in the FBS with 21 4th down conversions this season. So this is no old hat for them.
It's Morris on a keeper, hitting the backfield, and Morris is swarmed. Stopped behind the 40-yard line. Mike Edwards, Omar Rogers come up to hit him. And so after the takeaway, it's a stop by the East Carolina defense. What a response by the Pirates. And ECU has it back with great field position right after this.
You may not know where you stand with that neighbor you wave at but never talk to. But you always know where you stand with the Sport Clips app haircut tracker that tracks your real-time wait time. It's a game changer.
Hey, grab me one too.
This holiday season, get on board with the special Disney Plus Black Friday offer.
I want one.
Watch these classic holiday favorites, these uninvited guests,
Let's go.
these besties,
This just feels right.
and so many more wonderful presents. Come home for the holidays to Disney Plus. And right now, save big with our special Black Friday offer. Just $2.99 a month for 1 year of the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle.
And Doug.
Whoa, Limu, we're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save. And then I wake up.
And you have this dream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Real Amazon customer reviews, performed by a real serious actor. This should be a family heirloom handed down from generation to generation. But forget that noise. I'm taking this with me over the river. Maybe the kids can put it on the mantle with my ashes in it. That'd be okay. But if they want to braise a roast, they best be buying their own. 5 stars. Terry L.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
With Texas 40-yard line. And a flag down right as Katin Houser takes the snap. It's a false start.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So Katin Houser, the transfer from Michigan State, LD, as we said, 5 straight starts now, been a part of this 3-game win streak. The coaches say that he has improved his decision-making so much.
Yeah, and it all started in the second half of that Army game. This offense took off. They scored 28 points in the second half of that game, and then the rest is history. But it starts with Houser, and you're right. He's been able to play with some confidence, and that confidence has rubbed off on the rest of the team.
Harris trying to stay upright, couldn't quite turn the corner, and he's dropped at the 46 by Chavez Brown, who recovered the fumble in the end zone on the first drive.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the Mean Greens defense. If they can get all 11 guys to the football, that's going to help you out. And again, Katin Houser, you know, he's got all the physical tools, right? A big, strong quarterback. I think his ability to extend plays and really get the ball downfield, and he does have 2 consecutive 5-touchdown passing games this season as well.
Harris again finding no daylight. So third and extremely long coming up. Well, we check out the Regions Bank players to watch when East Carolina has the ball, and the UNT coaches with their interim defensive coordinator Brian Odom say that defensive end Jake Shipley is primed for a big game.
Yeah, he is, and you could just see it, the way he lines up in this defense. I think Winston Wright, if they can get him going, he's been a little bit banged up for the Pirates, but if they can assert him in this offense, he's one of the better slot receivers in the American for sure.
Right, not on the field at the moment, and Houser is picked, intercepted by North Texas. Big play once again for the defense, and it's Quentin Hammonds, the true freshman, with his first career interception. Back-to-back takeaways for UNT.
I just think Houser didn't see him. Here it is. North Texas shows pressure, then they bail out, and it's the zone coverage. And yes, you look Hammonds, he just goes right underneath the receiver, makes the play, and that's the benefit of playing 3 safeties at times. These safeties can sit there and play center field, read the quarterback's eyes, and a lot of time the quarterback's eyes will take you to the ball.
A receiver in high school. Hammonds now a DB. Give him the belt. And just like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right? And that's the bottom line because Quentin Hammonds said so. Stone Cold, known as Steve Williams when he was a linebacker here at North Texas back in the day. So now outstanding field position. And a big hole for Shane Porter. He rumbles inside the 20. A first down at the 17.
Boy, that's a nice job of blocking up front by this offensive line. They do a very good job of inside zone blocking.
Oh, the direct snap to Porter this time. And Porter sticks his nose in for another nice gain. Down to the 11, give him 6.
That's the same play I saw Indiana score on in the first drive of the game today, where you have your running back as the quarterback and your quarterback is lined up as the tailback, and they fake the action, and it's an automatic keep the whole way. Tell you, this offense, they've got the weapons, and when you've got Jordan Davis, obviously Eric Morris, and his philosophy on offense, it is very difficult to slow these guys down.
Porter gets a breather. McGill in there. And McGill gets the call. And surging down inside the 5. So North Texas with a 1st and goal. They're on the doorstep.
Well, you really got to look at this offensive line. I know they've had 8 different combinations of starting units up front on this offensive line in the last 10 games. Now they feel like they've got a unit in back-to-back weeks for once, and you can see it right off the bat. They're going to the running game, this offensive line being physical at the point of contact, and right now they've got the Pirates a little bit on their heels.
Ran for a season-high 239 yards last week against UTSA. I feel like they have something on the offensive line now. Swing it to Conright, and Conright barrels in for the touchdown. North Texas capitalizes on the turnover, and they land the first blow.
You know, a lot of this is just almost unfair. You know, you're down here, you've got guys packed in, but by formation, they really outflank a defense, and the defense is having to go from inside of the box 10 and then chase to the outside. That's a long way to go. And if you look at Gavin Gibson, he gives it everything he can, but the damage is already done, and the seal on the outside was there to get him in the end zone.
Redshirt freshman Kali Unguma on for the extra point. Perfect so far this season, and he stays that way. North Texas on senior day with Blair Conright, the 6th-year senior, finding the end zone for the first time. It was set up by the interception from the true freshman, Quint Hammonds. UNT on top in their last home game of the season.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home.
Get a free Amazon Fire TV when you switch to T-Mobile 5G home internet.
Did you see this? Tours are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
Legends say these relics hold a great force, one that could change the course of history.
You're messing with powers beyond your control.
Don't you want to know what this is all about?
You're damn right I do.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
What's that sound?
This holiday season, get on board with the special Disney Plus Black Friday offer.
I want one.
Watch these classic holiday favorites, these uninvited guests,
Let's go.
these besties,
This just feels right.
and so many more wonderful presents. Come home for the holidays to Disney Plus. And right now, save big with our special Black Friday offer. Just $2.99 a month for 1 year of the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle.
Well, North Texas makes a change at defensive coordinator this week, LD. 2 possessions, 2 takeaways.
Yeah, and you look at the aggressiveness by this defense. They're playing in position, and sometimes when you're disciplined, the ball will take you and you can make a good play. And here it is. This is just an offensive philosophy that we're going to outflank you, and we think our guys can beat you to where we need to get. And I'm telling you, you keep giving North Texas a short field. They're already good, starting way back on the other end. But if you give them a short field, they know how to handle it.
It's not even Thanksgiving. What is Santa doing here?
Santa, you should be somewhere working right now, getting ready.
Santa's looking rough, too. Man, last game of the season, you never know who you're going to find here in Denton. Well, so for East Carolina, yeah, they come in here rolling.
Yeah.
As we get one more. How about that? Someone else is wearing the Santa hat.
I mean,
someone else has the Santa suit.
What is going on, guys?
Put it together.
Can we get to Thanksgiving first?
Please. Thank you very much. Don't disrespect Thanksgiving. Blake Harrell's team was rolling coming in here, and now some adversity here to start.
Well, you can see it on that first drive. Hey, man, this offense really only stopped themselves. Now, granted, they end up fumbling the ball away, but this offense can show you on that first drive what they're capable of doing.
Almost another interception. This time from the 50-year senior Ridge Tejada, who had a beat on that. It was intended for Anthony Smith.
And this young man has been fantastic. His career at North Texas has been off the charts, and they depend on him a lot. And with this defense, you got to have some good corners that can play man-to-man on the outside, especially with so much committed to the run game.
Hauser hit as he throws, offline, incomplete. And it'll be third down.
You can kind of see, Ted, that North Texas is kind of doing some things that is catching, East Carolina a little bit off guard, right? Because, it's all about the blitz, and it's all about the timing of the blitz from time to time. That time, the offensive line had no clue. They weren't on the same page to pick it up, and Hauser just had to throw a haymaker, so to speak. And man, this defense is playing on their toes, and that's what you want from a defense that's been struggling this season.
So 3rd and 10. I'll tell you what, we mentioned Winston Wright. It was touch and go all week coming in. Have not seen him. Have not seen Chase Sowell.
It will start on the snap. Thank you. 8:23. Thank you.
We got the clock figured out for you. Sowell, who is East Carolina's big play target on the other side of Anthony Smith. Haven't seen him coming off the hamstring from last week. On 3rd down, Hauser has to bench it. And so it's punt time now for the Pirates.
Well, you can just see Hauser is just not comfortable in the pocket. Now when you get a quarterback pressured like that, the tendency is to start seeing some ghost. And I think he's kind of looking at the pass rush a little bit, and his receivers and himself are not on the same page, but credit the defense to mix things up. And we kind of talked with Coach Odom this week.
Number 4. Awesome down. It's a spot of the foul. It's 4th down.
Tell you what they call intentional grounding there, LD.
I was wondering about that.
Yes, the right call with Hauser there in the pocket.
Absolutely, and so credit the defense to make it difficult right now. And we talked to Coach Odom this week. He said, yes, we're going to challenge our guys this week to maybe do some things differently. And so far, so good for the Mean Green.
The oldest player in the FBS, 32-year-old Luke Larson, out to punt for East Carolina. D.T. Sheffield calls for the fair catch. It landed in front of him and took a Mean Green bounce back across the 50. And now some wolfing, some jawing as the officials step in. So North Texas once again with outstanding field position here, already up a touchdown.
Yeah, you got to feel good, and right now you can play with the lead. And the one thing with this offense that we've kind of seen, if you follow these guys the entire year, once they get a lead, they don't really ever take the gas pedal off. So I think this is prime position right here for the Mean Green to really put the hammer down and try to extend this lead as much as they can here early.
Morris climbs the pocket, fires, and off the hands of his true freshman receiver, Wyatt Young. Incomplete. Well, Young has made some plays this year. LD couldn't make that one.
Yeah, I think he's a nice add in this offense. And typically in that position that Young plays, Landon Sides, who's been kind of the Swiss Army knife in this offense. But Young has been phenomenal this season. This time here, he just didn't look it in. But you can see the mobility of Morris. That's another element of his game, to be able to extend plays.
Shovel pass. Porter squirting through the line. And Porter has a first down inside the 40. Man, Shane Porter is one of the great stories in the American. Still a walk-on, former special teams guy at Kansas State, now becoming a star.
Yeah, nice little play call here. A little shovel to neutralize that pass rush.
Down the seam, incomplete, too tall for Dalton Carnes.
That's always the toughest throw for a quarterback because they call it a hole throw, right? You got to throw it in behind that cornerback, but you got to make sure that ball is on a rope before the safety. Chandler Morris is a talented guy. That's a throw that he could probably make 9 out of 10 times for sure.
It's on a screen for Carnes, so they get it in his hands after all. And Carnes pushes his way down to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for North Texas.
Yeah, that's a great job there, Mike Edwards III. One of these linebackers. This is a good group of linebackers, by the way. Staying at home, being disciplined, didn't get caught up in the traffic. That's the main thing for these linebackers. When they sense those offensive linemen moving outside, you've got to be disciplined, beat them to the point of contact, make the play.
As prolific as UNT is offensively, they're one of the worst teams in the country on 3rd down. Can they sustain this drive? They do with the pass to Landon Sides. You just touched on him, LD. Sides getting healthy now. He moves the chains here inside the 25.
Yeah, I really like this young man's game. Obviously from around here from Denton Guyer Wildcat, and this is how they can utilize him. You'll see him line up in the backfield from time to time as well, but his ability to be kind of that security blanket for Chandler Morris is off the charts.
First down, incomplete off the hands of Carnes as he was trying to break to the sideline.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. As a young receiver, you got to go ahead and get out of that break. You can't anticipate that pass not being on time, especially with number 4 in the backfield. So you've got to come out of that. He used to call that a shake route. You're shaking to the inside, and then you shake back to the outside. But you've got to go on your hump. And that ball is going to bring you to the outside further.
Morris, a laser and through the hands of an East Carolina defensive back, Isaiah Brown Murray, who was the hero at the end of the Tulsa game with that tackle. He almost had his 2nd pick of the year.
Yeah, that's old IBM. He's one of our featured players in today's game, and he's playing at boundary cornerback. And that boundary cornerback in this defense has to be physical, but you can see the cover corner skills there. He was right there, almost picked that thing off.
Now 3rd and 10. Porter motions out. Quarterback draw. Morris steps out of a tackle. A first down. And 1st and goal for the Mean Green.
Oh, man, what a fantastic play call. I've always been a fan of Jordan Davis, one of the youngest offensive coordinators in the nation. Here it is. You've got action going one way. All along, they're setting up a quarterback keeper to the backside. It's a numbers game, even in the running game. If you can outflank the defense, even running the ball, you've got a good chance, especially with 4 back there.
How can the Mean Green cash in here? 1st and goal. Morris, quick strike. It's caught. Miles Coleman has the touchdown. The first for the true freshman in his young career.
Well, we talked to Jordan Davis this week. He says we've got to call good plays that always has an answer. And for everything that a defense can possibly throw your way, and this is a great example of that. This defense tried to get a little exotic with the pressure. They tried to get a little exotic by bringing the outside guys and dropping guys in the middle. But if you've got a play that is ready for anything, you get results like that for the Mean Green.
Nguma boots it through.
Yeah, here it is. It's a play. You know you're going to throw it hot, and you've got to give your quarterback a chance. These guys are in sync. They're recognizing the coverage. They're recognizing what the defense is trying to do, and good things tend to happen.
Pushing on the extra point.
A whole lot of flags, too.
And 3 of them, in fact.
All in the same area.
It's good. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 56. Personal foul, offense, number 60. Those fouls will offset.
So it's like
it never happened, right?
A 14-0 lead for North Texas as they try to become bowl eligible.
Introducing our all-star lineup: the Camry, the Tacoma, the RAV4, and the Tundra. Toyota, undefeated on the road.
Did you see this? Toys are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
Marines are made for this. Made for the calling only warriors can answer. Made from an unshakable belief in our nation and a strength that comes from the determination to win together. But you'll have to earn your place among us, because you don't join the Marines. You become one.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. Head to the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace, around the block. What you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day. Or we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claims service.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action?
Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Drums drumming, all your friends humming. Yeah, it's a good time coming. Everything you want it, it's right here, y'all. Everything you need it, it's right here, y'all. We got the tunes bumping, got the kids jumping. Yeah, it's a good time coming.
Let's go! The SEC ACC Challenge, next Thursday on ESPN.
Well, North Texas and their coach, Eric Morris, they're hoping they could just cut it loose coming off a 4-game losing streak. They're hoping they could have some fun again. They're doing all of that so far. Up 14-0 over East Carolina. Ted Emmerich, LaDarren McClain, Smacker Miles, our entire crew. A couple of takeaways by the Mean Green defense. A couple of touchdown passes from Chandler Morris, one to a 6th-year senior on senior day, Blair Conright, another to a true freshman, to Miles Coleman.
You know, that's the thing about this game, Ted. You got to keep playing no matter what the circumstances are. You got to keep battling through adversity, and I've always... Well, we're going to have to get somebody to hold the ball here. It keeps blowing off the tee here.
You know, there is a wind out of the south, gusts up to 20 miles per hour, and it's clearly making a difference.
Yeah, you know what? When you first got here, the wind didn't really become a factor. You're absolutely right. So we'll keep an eye on the wind today. But I've always felt, you know, football's a microcosm of life. You're going to get hit and get some negative things go your way, but how do you bounce back, right? The 4-game winning streak, and people are talking bad about you. You know, but you got to rally. You got to continue to play. Still a lot to play for.
It sails out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. Down to Smacker.
Hey guys, when I talked to ECU offensive coordinator John David Baker earlier this week, he acknowledged the unknown in facing UNT's new interim defensive coordinator Brian Odom. He said they'll start out in some general looks, try to see what UNT wants to do and wants to take away on defense, and then adjust from there. So it's likely that we see some new things as this game goes on with Katin Hauser in the offense.
Yes, Smacker, it's a great point, and if you're John David Baker, you're hoping you can lean on the run a little bit more to just calm everybody down, and that's where they start with London Montgomery, the redshirt freshman transfer from Penn State. He picks up 5.
Yeah, he clearly said to us all, we got to make sure we run the ball against North Texas, and right now you can see that's a good start to the drive. You start ahead of the chains, that may open up the playbook.
Montgomery again. A second effort, and he's got the first down across the 35.
Yeah, this rushing attack coming into today's game is ninth in the American Conference, but the last 3 games we talked about how good they've been.
Now Hauser to the air and a deep shot for Yannick Smith. Over the shoulder grab. He comes down with it. Man, Smith had a breakout game last week against Tulsa. Huge catch there.
And clearly the best throw of the game for Hauser. This is what you do hours after practice. You put that bucket, that garbage can about 30, 40 yards downfield. You're trying to drop it in there. Well, he absolutely dropped a dime right there.
50 yards on the play. Back to Montgomery. Dives inside the 20 and picks up 4. And Yannick Smith, an important player today, if Chase Sowell or Winston Wright really can't go.
You know, all these receivers are big and physical, and Yannick Smith showing you there his ability to do the over-the-shoulder grab.
Hauser, the sidestep, and the sling for the touchdown. What a move by Hauser. Anthony Smith reels it in. Woo. There is a flag down at the 10-yard line, far side of the field.
Hey, give me that. That's a grab right there, Ted. My goodness.
Ineligible downfield player, number 60. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And it's all coming back because of the right guard, Emmanuel Poku.
And that, I hate that, but at the same time, that's what you get from time to time when you're doing RPO, because the offensive linemen don't know if you're going to hand that ball off or are you going to pull that thing out, because you and the wide receiver see a coverage that you like, and you get that from time to time. And that's a tough one. That's a big-time throw and a big-time catch. But they got to re-rack here. You got to be mentally tough here. You got to be able to come back and get the yards back.
They empty the backfield as Montgomery splits to the bottom of your picture. Those are underneath to Montgomery. And breaks a tackle. And up close to the 15-yard line. Able to shake past Jaden Hill, the safety. Now, one more look at the penalty for East Carolina.
Yeah, these offensive linemen, they have that little brace kind of coverage. It's about 2, maybe 2.5 yards. They can go upfield. But when you're past that, when you're 5 yards or more, that's an easy call there.
Yeah, you get 3, and you saw Poku was too far up there. As the run goes close to the sticks here inside the 15 for East Carolina. And it is 4th down.
Well, talking to Coach Harrell this week, I get the feel that he is going to keep this offense on the field for sure. You need some points, and it's the mentality change of this entire team and this offense kind of leading the way. And this is what builds confidence in your offense.
They've been a lot more aggressive under Harrell. Give it to Montgomery. He is submarined in the backfield. A stop for the North Texas defense as they take it back on downs. Once again, ECU denied.
Wow, this is a fantastic defensive play. Keep your eyes on Terrell Dawkins here, number 89. Watch him just go underneath the pad level right there. He just crosses the face of Parker Maurer. Parker Maurer is a second-team All-American Conference type player, and he just crossed the face and he makes the play, Ted. That's a fantastic job defensively.
Dawkins, 6th-year senior, spent 5 years at the power conference level at NC State and South Carolina. Final year of college ball here at North Texas. His final home game, makes a big play. Now Porter to the outside. And a stiff arm out across the 25 with a first down. And a flag at the end of the run.
Boy, they're trying to push him to the wall.
Tack on 15 more for Shane Porter.
Telling you, I played with some walk-ons back in the day, and you just get an energy from those guys because they're not given a scholarship to come on, and so they're working twice as hard as you are a lot of times, and you can see it in Shane Porter.
After the play was over, late hit out of bounds, unnecessary roughness, defense number 2. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
So Tech on 15 to the 12-yard run.
Now what the damage is done, right? The defense, you force him out, but now you got to turn him loose. And these are the little things in the course of the game. And I think actually he's trying to hold on to him at the end, but I don't think the officials could really see it. And you can see him, he's trying to catch him. But by then, the flag had already been thrown.
The flip and the end around for Nick Rempert. Rempert, the senior, has the sideline. Flag down. Rempert coasts to the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, boy.
But check the flag at the 35. This is likely coming back.
Yeah, I think they may get DT Sheffield here, Ted. I think it's always in that no-man plan. You're almost better off to not do anything.
Number 55. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, I thought it was actually downfield a little bit more. DT Sheffield with the block in the back. Yeah, they changed the call, so it was on DT Sheffield. And it's one of these things that you're blocking downfield for your team. You kind of just turn them loose right there because the damage is done. The yards have already made. And yeah, that's a pretty good call. How about the Mean Green opening up the playbook? Got a little bit of everything going here. We've seen some screens. We've seen some shovel passes. We've seen a lot of different things. Now the end around.
I mean, you've lost 4 in a row, LD. You have to let it all hang out,
open it
right?
Up. Yeah, I 100% agree. But the thing about it is they've got the tools. They've got number 4 in the backfield, and these skill players are fantastic.
Morris floats it incomplete for the tight end, Oscar Hammond. The coaches told us Hammond would be a bigger part of the game plan here today. They thought he could be a matchup problem for East Carolina.
Yeah, and they like to go to that 11 personnel. That's at 1 tight end and 3 wide receivers and 1 running back. This gives them the element to show run, but then they're able to still attack defenses in the passing game. You can see it there. He's got some wide receiver skills as he got in the seam doing downfield.
2nd and 10, screen for DT Sheffield. And Sheffield gets stoned by Mike Edwards III, the inside linebacker, who's playing a bigger role in this first half for East Carolina. Zakai Barker out the first half because of a targeting penalty in the second half last week. So Edwards has the coach-to-player communication device in his helmet.
And I think if he doesn't make that play, it's very well DT Sheffield might still be running.
3rd down. Swing it to Sheffield, able to cradle it, and Sheffield has the first down. Oh, working his magic after the catch to the 31.
Boy, he is fun to watch. Really all these skill players, but that play should have been tackled right at the line of scrimmage. But again, today's modern offense is to make defenses chase and make them have to make a tackle right away. And if you don't, against a DT Sheffield, he can make you miss and get the first down.
Sheffield has been so quiet the last 2 games, along with Chandler Morris, really, against Army and UTSA. Jordan Davis told us they were going to be more intentional about getting Sheffield the ball. Here's a throw that's caught by Blair Conwright, having to go to his knees to bring it in at the 27.
Well, this Pirates defense needs to come up with a stop. They've got to figure out a way to just hold the Mean Green to a field goal attempt. They cannot allow another touchdown here. And that's a good start because you want to be good on 1st down, 2nd down, obviously preferably. But then if you can put this offense in a 3rd and long situation, that helps your chances to be exotic on defense.
Blitz up the middle. Morris keeps it and completes it to Conwright at the 15. It's a 1st down.
That's a great catch. You've got to make these contested catches in today's game as well. And you have the matchups on the outside. You're expecting blitz up the middle. These receivers have to win their one-on-one matchups, and that's a player in Conwright that Chandler really trusts. You know, these guys played at TCU together, so they've got that rapport. And right there, you can see quarterback and receiver on the same page.
And you see the Chandler Morris from the first half of the season so far today. Gets the 3-man rush. Morris buying time underneath Conwright again, and he steps out inside the 10, just a couple of yards short of the line to gain.
And yet you can see from when you're playing this offense defensively, Chandler Morris with his legs, when he's right, you've got to be disciplined in how you rush the passer because you can't make him go side to side. He's good running to the left. It's just as he's good throwing to the right side for a right-handed quarterback. So you've got to be disciplined. Keep him contained if you can.
Seconds of the first quarter. North Texas doesn't have to snap it here, and they won't. Well, Eric Morris, Jordan Davis, the coaching staff, they were hoping for a fast start. They haven't, as UNT strives for bowl eligibility in their last home game of the season, up 14-0 over East Carolina.
Did you see this? Toys are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
When I was younger, my calling was to play football. But as I grew older, I grew wiser. I realized life isn't about how many people you can knock down. It's about how many people you can lift up. At Ram, our calling is to build game-changing trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Get your paper tablet at remarkable.com today.
You have to have a dream, a goal. You have to be willing to work for it.
We are not going to stop chasing the dream. We cancel.
You look up not giving up in the dictionary, a picture of my wife would be there.
You're one of the strong ones, okay? Just remember that.
You're stronger.
My dad would be so thankful for all of the lives that have been saved.
We interrupt with an important announcement. The Simpsons Fun Day Football is coming to Springfield. Bart and the Bengals face off against Homer and the Cowboys in prime time. Monday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
2 elite conferences loaded with talent on the spotlight.
This is spectacular.
Under the lights, which side will shine the brightest?
Wiley hits the ties at home. Hidalgo with a major highlight.
And whose legend will grow?
Are you not entertained?
Big-time players step up in big-time moments. The SEC ACC Challenge. Texas Notre Dame at 7, Duke South Carolina at 9. Next Thursday on ESPN.
Alexandre Pantoja, the best flyweight in the world.
Aya Sakura making his UFC debut.
We got 2 undefeated phenoms. Let's go.
What a night.
Just a dream start for North Texas as they try to secure a bowl berth today and snap a 4-game losing streak, facing a team in East Carolina that's won 3 in a row. 2nd and 3 at the 8 as we start the second quarter. Shane Porter avoids one defender, couldn't avoid the second. Jamarly Riddle, the true freshman safety, cuts him down for a loss back to the 14.
Well, you talk to the coaches for East Carolina. They really love the upside of Riddle. Yeah, he's got a high football IQ. Well, we talked to Coach Harrell, and you can see it there. Being disciplined, play coverage first, Ted, and then recognize that the running back was getting out to the flats and came up and made the play.
Loss of 6 there. Ted Emmerich, LaDarren McClain, Smacker Miles, our entire crew here in Denton. Senior day for North Texas. Started 5-1, now 5-5. On third down, it's the tight end, Oscar Hammond, and can't do much after the catch. Taken down at the 11 by Damian Wilson, who's taking the place of Zakai Barker, who's out the first half after the targeting last week.
And that's an excellent job by this defense, recognizing the tendencies of this offense. You can see them shift almost at the snap of the ball. They got to the wide side of the field, then they outflanked the offense, and it was really nowhere to go right there for the Mean Green.
29-yard field goal attempt for Kali Nguma, who started the season 1 for 3. He's made 9 in a row. He is kicking into the wind, but that shouldn't be an issue on a field goal of this length. And it hit the upright.
Wow.
A doink job. And the score remains 14-0.
And that's exactly what you want. If you're Coach Harrell, you just needed something. The team needed just to force that attempt. And now you got the bonus. The field goal attempt is missed. Here it is. You're just trying to draw it right inside that left upright, but he hits it straight on. And now if you're this offense for East Carolina, you got to think here, we got a golden opportunity. We have done some good things in this game, minus the 2 turnovers. Now we just got to put a drive together. And if this has been kind of the trend of this offense, once they get their confidence back up, this is a machine that's been difficult to stop.
So East Carolina takes over at the 20. Hauser drops it off. Yannick Smith with that big catch on the previous drive, and Smith pulling his way across the 30. Little help from his friends, and it's a first down.
That's a good example of Hauser taking what the defense has given him, not trying to force anything downfield. Check it down to your running back. That's a good thing, because that's a chain mover, right? Now you set yourself up here with another first down.
Again, no sign of Chase Sowell or Winston Wright so far for East Carolina, as Harris takes it for a couple. Both Sowell and Wright LD were game time decisions with injuries they suffered last week at Tulsa.
Yeah, when we talked to John David Baker, he said that Winston Wright Jr. was Amon-Ra St. Brown 2.0. That's high praise, right? I mean, that is big time talk, and that's a weapon lost today.
Harris up the gut again. And he's inside the 35. It'll set up 3rd and 4 for the Pirates. And by the way, Sowell and Wright both did go through warm-ups before the game. We just have not seen them on the field yet. And you see what ECU has done offensively. They certainly missed them.
Yeah, they missed that production for sure. And that security blanket for a quarterback, I'm telling you, it is a real thing. This offense has been good on 3rd down this year. I mean, anytime you're over 40%, they're 43 overall, 4th in the AC.
Made 4 here, and underneath it's Smith, chopped down right near the sticks. The spot has him at the 41. He needed the 42. It's 4th and a yard for the Pirates.
Now, this is a real decision here. Now you're on your own end. And you still need to try to play catch up and get some points. And I think we're going to get the answer right here. They're leaving the offense on. And I think, to me, that's the right call. You got to try to find something here.
On 4th and 1, it's Harris. And he charges ahead for the first down. So they get stopped on the last drive on 4th down. But they convert this time.
Well, when your offensive line is averaging well over 306 pounds, you just figure you just got to block the guy in front of you and move your weight around, and they do just enough there to get the first down. And typically when offenses do that on first down, they like to take a shot. This is set up here. 1st and 10.
Hauser will take to the air and fires deep, as you said, LD, but it's over the head of Anthony Smith, who had a step on Jaden Hill.
You're throwing back kind of into that wind, right? And, you know, sometimes when you're playing quarterback, it's kind of like a golfer. You got to get that nose of the ball to make sure it's tight and kind of down so it goes through that wind. You can see that ball tail off a little bit because the receiver was open. You can see that Smith he could take the top off of this defense. They missed one there.
Back to Harris and met immediately. Nice play up front by Terrell Dawkins, who had the 4th down stop on the previous possession.
Yeah, when you look at UNT's defensive numbers, 10th in the AAC in rush defense, 11th in pass defense, you know, I think that's just a microcosm of the teams they play. The teams they play are elite offenses, right? When you talk about Tulane, when you talk about the Memphises, really the odd offensive army, right? But they've got great players. They've got a good defensive line in all 3 phases of the defense.
3rd and 9, and the pass sails on Hauser, looking for Patterson. It's 4th down, and it's punt time for East Carolina this time around.
Well, you can see it, Ted. When you don't complete a pass on 1st down, you get stuffed on 2nd. Now you're behind the 8 ball. It's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. And you could be the best offense in America. You are going to have some struggles to convert 3rd and 9. And you can see here the defense was underneath everything they wanted to do.
ECU now 0 for 5 on 3rd down. So on comes the 32-year-old punter, Luke Larson. Flag down.
Prior to the snap, full start. Offense number 6. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
It's on to Cesario Riles, the tight end, out there on the punt unit.
You know, this game for the Pirates, to me, it reminds me a lot of that Tulsa game that they just played last week. And it reminds me of kind of they just didn't play a clean game, but they just kind of hung around. I mean, again, it's only a 2-score game. Right now, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. And so they've just got to just settle down. They've got to lock in. And right now, it's on their defense to get off the field here.
Larson with the wind at his back. Puts Sheffield inside the 20. Sheffield breaks a tackle. And can't break the 2nd. Tripped up there. And around the 17. And a timeout. North Texas up 2 touchdowns. And the Mean Green have the ball back.
Fried chicken and wontons and teriyaki glaze and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation salad is too delicious to be a salad.
Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation Salad. Zaxby's.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
No, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami.
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Okay, everybody got their Dos Equis playbooks? Good. There's only one play. Go for Dos. That means when we get a chance to go big, we take it. Let's roll some tape. In a corner with the odds stacked against you, you don't like the look of the defense, call an audible. Going for Dos means trusting your gut when you make the tough calls. Because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. That's how you... Go for Dos! Go for Dos!
A crew of murderous pirates is coming. We have to hurry. Are you listening to any of this?
We're listening.
Oh, yeah? What did I just say?
Are you listening to any of this?
Let's go!
We wanted to search the buffet.
We're not searching the buffet!
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 2nd. And now save big on the Disney Plus Hulu bundle with this special Black Friday offer.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
Chandler Morris, one of the most prolific quarterbacks in the country, but since he suffered a shoulder injury against Tulane, just wasn't the same. Eric Morris told us yesterday, you could tell he was hesitating, but Chandler Morris told Eric Morris this week, LD, I feel like myself again in practice. I'm ready to cut it loose And we've seen that so far today. He's thrown for a couple of touchdowns. This drive starts with a run by Shane Porter, and he picks up a yard.
You know, when I look at that kind of dispersion in yards per game, that to me is not a big thing to me. I think the 4 interceptions in the last 2 games is the big thing, right? And even you got to be able to play your best when your A game is not there than when you're playing quarterback. And yeah, I think maybe he was not physically at his peak, but at the same time, your mind is still working, and you've got to be able to displace the ball at the right places or throw it away, but not throw it to the other team.
14-0 lead for North Texas here in the second quarter, and on 2nd and 9, Porter with a hole, and he's tripped up at the 23 to bring up 3rd and 4.
Well, that one right there, helps this 3rd down out just a little bit. This gets it a little bit more manageable. You know, they've been okay today as far as 3rd down conversions. But like we talked about for East Carolina, I mean, you get those 3rd downs, you don't want it in. But this here, it's a little bit more manageable from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, LD, the Mean Green are 4 of 6 on 3rd down so far. They need 4 yards here, and they pick it up with the pass to Damon Ward Jr., the 6th-year senior from Beaumont, who worked in front of Isaiah Brown-Murray.
And that's an experienced receiver route. He knew he had to get 4 yards, so what do? You run your route 5 yards. The ball will bring you back typically a half a yard, maybe a yard, but make no mistake, the timing was there, and nothing the defense could do there. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, ball out. The receiver's in position, you move the chains.
On 1st down, Morris rifles it right back to Ward, and he's got it close to midfield with another 1st down. A player who spent all 6 of his college years here at North Texas.
What a fantastic receiver he's been. 4 catches last week against UTSA. I'm telling you, he's a nice receiver on that outside.
Now Porter lowers the shoulder at the East Carolina 45. Picks up 6, maybe 7 as he ran into Riddle.
Well, if this defense wants to play zone, you better be careful, because I think Chandler Morris is one of the better quarterbacks in the nation at throwing these zone tight throws, right? You throw it in those holes, and it can't be a lob. It's got to be a rocket, and he does that just as good as anybody.
Man, when Ward has been on the field, he's been hampered by injuries throughout his career. He is such a weapon for UNT. 2nd down. East Carolina defending the run well as McGill couldn't find any space.
Yeah, that's a real good job there by Coach Harrell to anticipate that run. So what does he do? He calls a run blitz. You know, typically the blitzes are in the pass game.
Right back to it on 3rd and 3. Dump it. Coleman, who has a touchdown, skirting his way for the 1st down across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, this is just football in space. We're just making you have to go a long way to tackle our guys. And when you tackle them, it's already too late. We only needed a yard or 2. All this is all schematically. Look at this. You get to the line, bang, the ball is out quickly. Now you're on the edge of the defense, and there's nothing they can do.
It's that slide play on Madden.
Yeah, exactly.
It works every time.
Every single time. Every single time.
Fresh set of downs at the 40. Blitz off the edge. Morris eludes. And Morris scrambles for a few yards. Give him 4 yards to the 36, in fact.
Yeah, sometimes you got to break a defense down with your legs. That's pretty good coverage on the back end by the Pirates. They kind of took some of the initial throws away, and he felt a little pressure and got outside. And that's the thing with this defense. They like to play kind of that 3-4 defense, kind of like to have 3 down linemen. They like their linebackers on the field, and that allows them to keep everything underneath. But when you do that, you still got to come up and make the tackle. They have not done that well so far this afternoon.
Back to the run game, and Porter gets taken down behind the line. Deontay Johnson, the 5th-year senior nose tackle. What a presence he is in the middle.
Yeah, you got to be disruptive, and Johnson certainly gives him that. You play these 3 down linemen, that nose guard, that nose tackle better be a beast, and I think Johnson certainly gives him that. So this defense got to make a play here. They got to get off the field on 3rd and 8.
Against a 3-man rush, Morris fires to Ward for the 1st down. Boy, Damon Ward has been big on this drive. He's got it close to the 20.
That's just a fantastic route by Ward. You got to be disciplined. You got to stem it up, and then right here in that seam, you got to anticipate that pass. And here comes the defense to pounce. But an even better throw by Chandler Morris. I'm telling you, when he sees the field cleanly, he can put the ball on the money at the right time.
Another 20-yard pass to Ward on third down from Chandler Morris. Under 5 to play here in the first half. Porter bounces it to the outside, and he tumbles to the 15. Nice gain on first down. Samuel Danka corrals him. He goes for 7.
That's really good vision right there by Porter. That play's designed to go inside the right guard and the right tackle, but it was jammed up by the defense, and that's good vision by Porter to bounce it outside, get what you can get. And now you're well ahead of the chains. Now this defense has to be on their heels. They've got to be prepared for just about anything here at 2nd and 3.
Porter was 5th on the depth chart at running back when camp opened back in August. When he transferred, he was a receiver back in the spring. Screen for D.T. Sheffield, turning upfield, and Sheffield's inside the 5. 1st and goal for North Texas. Brown Murray saved the touchdown.
Oh, I love this play. This is an Eric Morris special. He used to run this at UIW and at Washington State. Here it is. You've got misdirection one way. All along, you're sliding that receiver underneath.
Now Porter corkscrewing inside the 5. And he picks up a yard.
You just get the feel that the Pirates are just a little bit flat. You know, they just don't have that energy that we've kind of seen them have the last 3 weeks. They've just come into today's game a little flat, which is shocking to me because they have been playing very well. You've got the momentum. You've locked up a ball spot. Now you're looking for more. And right now, the Mean Green have set them up for an ambush, trying to go up 3 scores now.
2nd and goal. Morris connects. It's a touchdown. And the 2nd of the day for Blair Conright. It is a 3-score lead for the Mean Green.
And this is a play that you see at the next level at the NFL. Everybody's running rub routes. They're trying to pick defensive players. And it's all about positioning, getting leverage from an outside standpoint from a receiver. And when you've got a quarterback as accurate as Chandler Morris, it is very difficult for these defensive backs to really get any kind of coverage on these guys. That's a fantastic drive there by the Mean Green.
And Onguma adds the extra point. So the roommates hook up again. Chandler Morris and Blair Conright, formerly teammates at TCU, now teammates at North Texas. Conright's visited the end zone a couple of times. It's a 21-0 lead.
Now you can get a great deal at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Drive away now in one of our most popular models with 0% APR and 0 payments for 90 days. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Amelia, turn off alarm. Amelia, weather?
70 degrees and sunny today.
Amelia, unlock the door.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Jen.
Why not?
Did you forget something?
My protein shake.
The future isn't scary. Not investing in it is.
You're so dramatic, Amelia.
Bye, Jen.
100 innovative companies, 1 ETF. Before investing carefully, read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
Did you see this? Tours are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
What's that sound?
This holiday season, get on board with the special Disney Plus Black Friday offer.
I want one.
Watch these classic holiday favorites. These uninvited guests.
Let's go.
These Denton's besties.
This just feels right.
And so many more wonderful presents. Come home for the holidays to Disney Plus. And right now, save big with our special Black Friday offer. Just $2.99 a month for 1 year of the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle.
Late stages first half, North Texas landing punch after punch as they try to become bowl eligible, up 21-0 over East Carolina. Well, coming up later this weekend, can't wait for the American Volleyball Championship. Live coverage from Wichita State featuring an all-female broadcast team. Make sure and check it out right here on ESPN Plus, 22nd through the 24th. Special event every single year in the American. It is that championship season here in the fall. And here in Denton, North Texas hoping to secure a bowl berth. They're well on their way so far as the pop-up kick from Blake Ford is taken in by East Carolina just past the 30. Timeout as East Carolina tries to muster something.
Bold is what we do. Audacious is who we are. We aren't waiting to see what the future holds. We're creating it today. Indiana University. Bring on tomorrow.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. Head to the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block. What you need in stock. With service so good it's guaranteed. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day. Or we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to Nada Yada Island, the reunion. Janina, were you able to find your perfect match on the island?
Well, I'm proof you don't have to settle.
Whoa, Apple Watch SE and iPhone 12?
Guess who else is bundled up?
Hey, Max. I got them both too. Anybody can at Metro.
At Metro, everyone gets their perfect match. iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watches E for only $99.99. Only at Metro.
And Doug.
Whoa, we moved. We're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
And then I wake up.
And you have this dream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
All we want is to find our way home.
I'll get you home. Look, a crew of murderous bounty hunters is coming after us. We have to move fast.
We have no idea who he is.
You can trust me.
You're a Jedi, right?
Of course.
What just happened?
Watch this.
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 2nd. And now save big on the Disney Plus Hulu bundle with this special Black Friday offer.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
Hasn't been like this the last 3 games for Blake Harrell in East Carolina, and his time as the interim head coach, down 21-0 on the road here in Denton against North Texas. Check out the quarterback comparison. Caden Hauser for ECU, Chandler Morris for UNT. Morris back to form from the first half of the season, and Hauser struggling right now. That whole offense is for ECU.
They've struggled on third down, 0 for 5. They've got to figure out a way to convert a third down today.
There's Jari Patterson turning the corner. Patterson's up to the 38, picks up 5 yards on first down.
And when you don't convert on third down, now you're punting the ball back. Your defense has been on the field a lot. They've been on the field for 44 offensive plays against North Texas. So this offense has got to figure it out. It's still plenty of time left in this game. It's a perfect time to do it now.
Marlon Gunn Jr. in at running back, and Gunn heads across the 40. He's a yard short of the first down. Yeah, got the 2-minute timeout coming up. Also, all 3 timeouts available for East Carolina. On 3rd and a yard, back into the belly of Gunn, and he churns for the first down across the 45.
Yeah, and I think the fans that traveled to Denton today from East Carolina are clapping. They converted a 3rd down here. And sometimes the 2-minute offense can get you right, because now you don't have to worry about anything. You just got to go.
Hauser, deep shot for Anthony Smith, and couldn't hang on. Man, Hauser placed that so well with Taylor Starling on Smith's back, but Smith just couldn't reel it in.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Timeout on the field.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Oh, now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home.
Oh. Get a free Amazon Fire TV when you switch to T-Mobile 5G home internet.
What is it? The bus is leaving in 5 minutes.
All right, fine, I'll be out in a second.
You scared the gigabytes out of me.
I scared you.
The future isn't scary. Not investing in it is. 100 innovative companies, 1 ETF.
I think I might have oiled myself.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
Did you see this? Tours are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. Head to the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace, around the block. What you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day. Or we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What's that sound?
This holiday season, get on board with the special Disney Plus Black Friday offer.
I want one.
Watch these classic holiday favorites, these uninvited guests.
Let's go.
These besties.
This just feels right.
And so many more wonderful presents. Come home for the holidays to Disney Plus. And right now, save big with our special Black Friday offer. Just $2.99 a month for 1 year of the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle.
Score that raises some eyebrows. East Carolina coming in on a 3-game win streak, down 21-0 to North Texas, which has lost 4 in a row entering today. ECU's offense erupting since the firing of head coach Mike Houston. 200-plus yards on the ground each of the last 3 games, only 33 today. And again, being shut out so far, but they got the ball here out of the 2-minute timeout. Caton Hauser swings it to Marlon Gunn for a gain across the 50.
Yeah, when we talked to offensive coordinator John David Baker, he says he tries to call plays that has answers. And right now, I don't think he's been able to be in a situation to call plays, because I think the Mean Green's defense have dictated the terms of this game. And they're just in a reaction mode, but typically in a 2-minute offense, it can get you going to where you're attacking a little bit more.
A brief stoppage there. East Carolina does have all 3 timeouts remaining here. 1:36 to go in the half, and North Texas will have the ball to start the second half. Pirates just converted their first 3rd down of the game a moment ago. They need 5. Hauser off his back foot, and incomplete, offline, intended for Yannick Smith, but a couple of flags.
I was wondering on that. I was wondering, and Brian Nelson, the second, Well, they really love this young man. But, man, I thought he got away with it. But then at the very end, you can see him tug Yannick Smith.
Defense number 4. Spot foul. Automatic. First down.
You know, that's the thing. You don't want to coax the aggressiveness out of these corners. And see there, they're battling, and then, yeah, right there, right? That was the last piece. And then you'll see that flag kind of come in from the left side. All right.
They came from both directions.
Both directions there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sets up ECU at the 35 of North Texas now. And Gunn slashes through the hole to the 32. He picks up 3.
Well, you can see the commitment to the run. I thought maybe they'd get a little bit more vertical in the passing game, trying to attack this defense in the seams.
Hauser in trouble, and Hauser is buried. Braylon Charles with his 4th sack of the season.
Hey, this defensive line playing great technique up front. They keep their rush lane integrity, right? You're not getting out of position. And even when they stunt, a lot of times you're going to run right into the QB.
30-second timeout.
A timeout for North Texas here with 1:07 remaining, because 3rd and 9 is upcoming. Mean Green might be preserving some time if they get a stop here.
The way their offense has been moving, and you figure, yeah, we got to preserve some time. But here it is. Look at the gap integrity, right? Everybody's kind of staying in their lanes, and then you see the stunt at the very end by Braylon Charles, and he comes around, and lo and behold, there's the quarterback to sack.
You can't say enough good things about what Brian Odom has done in his first game as the interim defensive coordinator. He's had experience doing this before, 3 of the last 4 years. Absolutely. Now. OU, USC, and now here at UNT.
You know, the main thing that stuck with me, what he said, is that I'm going to give the players a game plan that they feel confident in. That is huge. And right, so far they've been confident today.
Screen on 3rd and 9. Yannick Smith has the first down, and the freshman going airborne to the 24.
I think this young man is going to be special. He has got that it factor. Boy, he is explosive when he catches the football.
And playing an increased role without Chase Sowell so far today. Now it's Gunn inside the 15. And another first down. Clock will stop momentarily as the chains get reset. And I believe there's a man down for North Texas. Yeah, there are 2 players down, in fact.
Wow.
For the Mean Green defense. And so the stoppage here with 49 seconds to play in the half.
Timeout for injured defensive players.
Big Roderick Brown right there. We just bragged on Braylon Charles. These are 2 integral parts of this defensive line rotation. Roderick Brown, the senior. What can you say about this young man, too? The stalwart in the middle of that defense.
So both Brown and Charles come off the field, and it's a first down for East Carolina inside the 15, searching for their first points of the game.
And they got to be thinking touchdown. You don't want to be thinking, hey, we got a field goal in our back pocket. You got to be thinking 6 points is an offense here.
Patterson in motion, give it to him on the jet sweep. Gets a block from Tyler Savage, the tight end, and Patterson spills close to the 5.
Well, they had 3 timeouts, so definitely want to burn one there.
East Carolina takes their first charge time out of the half. 30-second timeout.
I've always loved this play call. Here it is. You get a momentum from a talented, skilled player, and then you just get him out on the edge. Great block there by Rajay Harris, and you just want to keep this defense guessing. If you can get them to chase now, you know, you've got a better chance. And I think Patterson, getting him in space is kind of the MO of what they need to do. We've already seen what Yannick Smith can do. And you've got to anticipate a blitz here, I think, Ted, if you're offensively for East Carolina. So more times than not, these defensive backs are going to man up on the outside. So now you have a chance to either run rub routes or you've got some crossing routes to get these defensive backs to chase. But you got to have a plan, right? You got to have a hot receiver if they do decide to bring pressure.
Boy, check out how the receivers are split wide. Hauser on the draw, and Hauser inside the 5 for a short gain. Stopped by Fadafehi Vailea.
East Carolina takes
another
a second
timeout here.
Out of the half. 30-second timeout.
So 1 timeout left for the Pirates, 17 seconds.
Yeah, now you pretty much got to be careful if you do decide to run the ball. And I think that might be off the table because now everything has to be into the end zone because you got the 1 timeout, but you want to maybe reserve that if you have to rush a field goal unit on. That way you can have time to do that. But I think it's got to be something in the end zone. You've got to have something schemed up by formation that can allow you to get the matchup that you want as a quarterback. Here it is. They got 2 receivers to the short side of the field. Now, instincts tell me you've got all this field down here at the bottom, Ted. So keep your eyes as you get some more space down here.
It is 3rd and a yard. Give it to Rajay Harris, powering for the first down, but not the touchdown. Clock stops now for the moment as the chains get reset. ECU doesn't want to burn their final timeout. They want to get right back over the ball. Hauser under center, and he clocks it with 9 seconds.
Okay. Got to be careful here.
Again, it's a good spot to be in with 1 timeout remaining in the back pocket.
Got to be careful here. This is here it is, the last play here. Rajay Harris getting in there, tough yards. This young man is so physical at the point of contact as a running back.
How about this heavy set? Harris hammers, and he's in for the touchdown. Rajay Harris ending the drought. He puts East Carolina on the board at the very end of the first half.
That's an attitude play, and you get in behind this big offensive line, and then you just let your physical running back do the rest. This young man was a preseason Doak Walker Award Watch list individual. He's got the goods, man, and that's a big touchdown for the Pirates because they needed to get that into the end zone.
That play is under further review.
Well, it sounds like they're going to take a look at it. It was a quick signal from the official coming from the far side of the field who had the best vantage point. And we'll take a second look here.
You know, they review all these touchdown scores, so yeah, let's see. It's hard to tell from that angle, Ted, but did you stretch the ball out? You know, that's the thing, and we may get a better look here.
Can any part of the ball?
Oh yeah, that's 6 points. That's a touchdown.
As long as his knee wasn't already down before you saw him reach across, absolutely a touchdown.
Kind of felt that offense come to life a little bit when desperation sets in. That heightens your senses as an offense. And so now you got to rally together. We got no choice but to go down here and score. Let's keep an eye on those knees. Let's keep an eye on that. I think he's still up. He's still up. Yeah,
that's absolutely it. And that's the best look that we have for you. And there is nothing to suggest that can be overturned based on that angle.
And keep in mind, it's all predicated on what was called on the field, right? So
absolutely,
it's got to be inconclusive, and it's not enough there to overturn the call. So I think the Pirates going to get a TD here.
Charles Lambertino with the call.
The rolling on the field stands. Touchdown.
There you go.
I think that's huge, man. I think that's a thing that can give you the right shot in the arm that you need to get everybody woken up. And desperation, I mentioned it earlier, that's what you sometimes need as an offense. You get complacent when you've been 500-plus yards of offense in the last 3 games. You think that's going to come naturally when you just walk onto the field. No, it's not. So you got to go out there and work. I think these Pirates have done it there.
Andrew Conrad on for the extra point. And he knocks it through. So East Carolina back to within 2 scores here. What an important drive that was, especially with North Texas getting the ball to start the second half. And for Harris, LD, this has been a bounce-back year. Last year was so rough for him and everybody associated with East Carolina. 2-win season. Harris was coming off the torn ACL from 2022. And the coach has told us this week, it's not just the burst that has come back, it's his vision as well as he's gotten back into rhythm.
And that just shows you the instincts start to take over. He was a talented player before the injury. He's going to be a talented player post-injury as well. Now you just got to get that mental hurdle. And I think the mental hurdle, you know, coming from experience, I've torn my ACL twice, and I understand that. And so Harris is now getting that where he's like, I'm okay. Man, I can be myself.
Updating those numbers, we showed you the rushing yardage, a bulk of the yardage on the ground today coming on this touchdown drive. By the way, it's the first time since 1989 that East Carolina had 3 straight 200-yard rushing games. ECU squibs it here, and North Texas with it at the 37, and that brings us to the end of the first half. North Texas up 21-7 as they try to clinch a bowl berth and end the 4-game losing streak. Great start, but East Carolina with life at the end of that first half. Down to Smacker with Eric Morris.
Coach, your defense was dominant into that last drive. What will you tell them at halftime?
Yeah, super proud of them. Worked hard all week to get these results. It's been fun to watch. They're flying around. They're having fun and playing great team defense.
You wanted to see Chandler trust his eyes and use his legs. What did you see from that standpoint?
Yeah, I thought he settled in. I thought he was still a little bit jittery early in the game, but he really settled in nice. And he's led us on some good drives. We got to finish anytime we're in the red zone. We missed that field goal. We got to capitalize when we're down there.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yes, Smacker, Chandler Morris, 3 touchdown passes for his head coach, Eric Morris. No relation, by the way. And the defense has risen up as well after making a change at defensive coordinator this week. 21-7 the lead for UNT in their final home game of the season.
At what point does a salad become a salad? Is it when you add fried chicken, wontons, citrus vinaigrette? Or is it when you top it all with an egg roll? Clearly the egg roll. The Zaxby's Sensation Salad. Zaxby's.
Did you see this? Tours are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
The Subaru Share the Love event means the world to me.
You can get a great vehicle and support a good cause.
It helps us connect with our community. It shows our true meaning, our core values.
It's really in our DNA. It's amazing.
Nearly $320 million donated to charity.
Nearly 2,300 hometown charities supported.
All because of the Share the Love event.
You're part of something bigger when you get a Subaru.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and our retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
We interrupt with an important announcement. The Simpsons Fun Day Football is coming to Springfield. Bart and the Bengals face off against Homer and the Cowboys in prime time. Monday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. We interrupt with an important announcement. The Simpsons Fun Day Football is coming to Springfield on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. On December 9th, Bart and the Bengals face off against Homer and the Cowboys in prime time. Football fans and Simpsons nerds finally come together to watch the game live from Springfield. Watch The Simpsons Fun Day Football between the Bengals and the Cowboys Monday, December 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Disney Plus and ESPN Plus.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football. Streaming now.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
You have to have a dream, a goal. You have to be willing to work for it.
We are not going to stop chasing a dream we can't see.
We've
look up, not giving up in the dictionary. A picture of my wife would be there.
You're one of the strong ones, okay? Just remember that.
You're stronger.
My dad would be so thankful for all of the lives that have been saved.
Alexandre Pantoja, the best flyweight in the world.
Aya Sakura making his UFC debut.
We got 2 undefeated phenoms. Let's go. What a night.
2 elite conferences loaded with talent on the spotlight.
Let's go!
Which side will shine the brightest?
Are you not entertained?
And whose legend will grow?
Spectacular!
The SEC-ACC Challenge, next Thursday on ESPN.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
Welcome into Studio A. I'm Maria Tribal Peace. Basketball season is so back, so we have some buzzer beaters and some half-court shots for all of our American Hoops fans out there. We'll start off in Wichita, Kansas. This is the Shockers women's basketball team, and time is running out in the first half. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Taylor Jamison with the ball at midcourt, pulls up, drains it as time runs out. That is some Steph Curry, Caitlin Clark range right there. She made it look easy. And speaking of making things look easy, how about Tulane's defense? They seem to make a lot of things look quite effortless. This one, though, they had to work for. They were quite dominant against the midshipmen in this matchup. Watch Sam Howard. He's going to push his way through, says, "I'll take that." Comes up with the interception. Tulane goes on to win this game 35-0. Now, we gave the defense some love on the football field. How about we give the offense some love as well? We're in Tulsa. Cooper Legal looking to find an open receiver. He does. That's Joseph Williams jumping up to make the catch. He even goes in for the touchdown. The Golden Hurricane coming up with the points here. And, you know, speaking of golden, that was the Golden Hurricane. How about a golden goal? Yes, I'm previewing this one. This is the men's soccer championship. Brigham Larson pulls away in the first overtime. He's going to get victory for the Charlotte 49ers. They are back-to-back American Conference men's soccer champions. Now let's head back over to the basketball court. East Carolina, Jordan Riley ahead of the pack, slams it down over the opponent. Oh my goodness. As I said before, my friends, basketball is so back. If you see a great play this week,
yes, actor.
To search the buffet.
We're not searching.
Yeah, Smacker, the question would be as Morris fires underneath to DT Sheffield. He lost the football. It's scooped up by East Carolina. Chad Stevens has it. Oh, you want inspired, you want confidence, you want some verve. The ECU defense comes up with all of it. That's a takeaway.
That's why you got to keep playing. East Carolina with the takeaway there. They were -6 in the turnover margin. They needed something to definitely go their way, but that's why you got to keep playing. You keep hustling to the football. Good things tend to happen for you, and that's right on time, and it gives this offense a chance to get things going here. Watch this. It's all about pursuit. Everybody running to the football. You make a swipe at it, and bang, right there it comes out. This defense gets a takeaway.
Take over at the 46, and Rajay Harris spins inside the 40-yard line. Gain of 7 on first down.
Yeah.
LD, you think, well, what does ECU have to play for? I mean, they're bowl eligible already. No, Blake Harrell said it this week. 6 wins is not the goal of this program. Harris stopped in the backfield initially, but the second effort, oh, Harris breaking free! No. Rajay Harris emerges from the pile for the touchdown. Are you serious?
Wow. East Carolina not going away with the fight, baby.
It's going to take more than that to bring down icy Rajay Harris.
Well, just like the defense, you got to keep playing, right? You didn't play your best football in that first half. And now the offense responding. They get a chance here, and how about that by Harris? That is a fantastic run. That's one of the better runs you'll see.
Now Conrad with the PAT. You think you have Rajay Harris stopped?
I'm telling you, man. And think about the last drive before the half, right? That was a must-have type drive to end the first half. And they're feeding off of that and the momentum. And I think Harris got his sea legs. I think that touchdown got him going. And now the Pirates are battling this thing today.
A touchdown to close the first half. And an improbable touchdown to start the second half.
What is it? The bus is leaving in 5 minutes.
All right, fine, I'll be out in a second.
You scared the gigabytes out of me.
I scared you.
The future isn't scary. Not investing in it is. 100 innovative companies, one ETF.
I think I might have oiled myself.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. Head to the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace, around the block. What you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day. Or we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
All we want is to find our way home.
I'll get you home. Look, a crew of murderous bounty hunters is coming after us. We have to move fast.
We have no idea who he is.
You can trust me.
You're a Jedi, right?
Of course.
What just happened?
Watch this.
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 2nd. And now save big on the Disney Plus Hulu bundle with this special Black Friday offer.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud, we never relax, and outcast is everlasting. But I know y'all wanted that 808, can you feel that BASS?
Under my feet, I feel the sky, the moon and down, but I feel the earth.
Love the way you move. Now get the all-new Nissan Kicks, starting at just $21,830.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try new Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
From down 21-0 in the first half to 21-14 with a couple of touchdowns from Rajay Harris. Last week against Tulsa, 2 touchdowns in the final 5.5 minutes in a comeback victory. And he has the 2 touchdowns today for the Pirates. Coleman on the return for North Texas, shooting his way across the 35. But man, this game has changed.
Yeah, it has. And that's why you just got to hang in there. And I kind of felt that, you know, they played a game against Tulsa that was a little bit sloppy, but they hung around and they ended up winning that game. But I just want to make a quick correction. I'm getting blown up on Twitter X that I said the reference to Eastern Carolina. Let me correct that. It is East Carolina. I just want to make sure. I want to put this headset on again. I want to make sure I get that right for the faithfuls. Back out way.
Don't know if you'll ever put this headset on again.
I just want to make sure. I just want to get it right.
It's a great man.
It's an awesome man.
And look at that. They pop your headshot up there, too. Great job. Morris, incomplete, batted down by Jamarly Riddle, the true freshman.
That's great coverage right there, man. I'm telling you, that is some ball skills. Because if you look at that, the receiver did have a slight step, but Riddle is there kind of baiting that quarterback to throw that ball. And when you see that ball release, you just go make a play on it. He's got the ball skills and the tools to go make it happen.
Give to Shane Porter, who had a nice first half, coming off that career game in San Antonio. And Porter with just a yard, maybe 2, to set up 3rd and 8 for North Texas.
And you can see that sideline. They feel it too. Hey, we've hung around. We maybe have taken the Mean Green's best shot. Now we've got a chance. We are 1 score down in this game, and our defense has come to play in the second half.
Mean Green are 7 of 10 on 3rd down. Coming in, they were just 34% on the season. Bottom 20 in the country. And they give it to Mackenzie McGill, and McGill is stopped just short by Surratt Ware. 4th and 1, and this would be an area, again, even on their end of the field where North Texas might go for it.
Yeah, and you got a decision to make. Okay, do I want to keep my offense on the field? Because, man, if I punt this, East Carolina's offense is woken up now. So it's kind of the double-edged sword, because if you don't get it, you're just going to give, the Pirates excellent field position right here. But it is 1 yard. You figure your guys up front can take care of business to give you space to get a yard.
Just a massive play here. 4th and 1 for North Texas. Give it to McGill again. He's stacked up. East Carolina's defense bows its neck. They've got the turnover on downs.
Hey, I don't want anybody to tell me momentum is not a real thing. Momentum is legit, and you can see it full-fledged here. Here it is. It's all about penetration. Look at, you see the push from the inside. You've got Gavin Gibson. He's there. Here it is from inside. And I think Johnson, big number 56 in the middle, he's the head of the snake in that defense. His penetration alone sets it up for everybody else around him to get the penetration for another TFL.
Mike Edwards there as well. So the Pirates defense forcing a turnover and now a turnover on downs. Back-to-back possessions to start the second half. East Carolina takes over at the 45 of UNT. Back to Harris, who has both touchdowns. And he leans ahead for a couple.
Harris is just one of those running backs. You got to continue to give him some carries. Gets lathered up. He's a big physical running back. That will wear a defense down as you get late in the third, especially late in the fourth quarter.
Hauser runs the option and keeps it. And he spins his way to the sticks at the 35. It's a first down.
And that's the first time they've shown that down the line option look. John David Baker going back to the old school a little bit, eliminating the defensive end, and the quarterback plays it perfectly, keeps it for a first down.
Hauser avoids the rush, directing traffic, and Hauser keeps it for a nice little gain there. All things considered, he picks up 4.
Yeah, sometimes a good decision are the ones that you don't throw the ball, right? You keep it and just get what you can get. Maybe I'd like to see him just throw it away and not get hit there, but he picked up some yards.
Back to Harris. And spinning inside the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. And I don't think you remember, East Carolina without 2 of their top 3 receivers. We have not seen Chase Sowell or Winston Wright Jr. at all today.
Yeah, and so now you've got a rally. Now who's going to step up? I think Yannick Smith has stepped up. Anthony Smith has done his thing as well. And now you're starting to feed the bell cow. And I think he makes the entire offense go. We talked about Caden Hauser, what he can do. But it starts with 4-7 in the backfield.
Right on cue, Harris to the 25. 2 yards needed. He got both of them for the first down.
Timeout.
And Tyler Savage, the tight end, remains down. We'll step aside. East Carolina on the move again.
For years, you've listened to retired NBA legends discount today's stars.
They just ain't got it. Trash.
Then we discovered the root cause behind the madness: inadequate, outdated TVs.
Green, what are you doing in my house?
Luckily, it's Hisense upgrade season.
Hey, yo! What? That's my favorite TV!
8 weeks of incredible deals on Hisense products, like this 100-inch ULED TV. It makes watching today's game breathtakingly immersive, quieting anyone drafted in the 90s.
These young guys are kind of nice.
It's upgrade season, baby.
Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claim service.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action? Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't want to play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Say you're looking for the perfect present. Head to the perfect place. A place with gifts that light up a face as well as a room. Where it's easy to find the brands they'll love and the advice you trust. That place isn't a warehouse store. That place is your local Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed. This Christmas, get free assembly and delivery on your new grill at Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It is not just a fragrance. It is a passion.
This is Pocket Full of Same.
Hey, I think I'm in the wrong commercial.
Wait, aren't you Andre?
No, I'm Shane.
Oh, you're supposed to be in a Bud Light commercial.
Oh, that makes sense.
If you're here, Andre is...
Something is different about you, man.
Late in the first half, East Carolina was down 21-0. They have forced their way back into this game.
Yeah, and they do it by taking the ball away. That's what they needed to come into this game. Again, they were -6, but then you just start chipping away with your big bull in the backfield with Harris, and he will get it done. And it's all about momentum, but it started on the defensive side. The fourth down stop galvanizes that sideline, but also, and most importantly, it gives their offense a chance to go back to work. And here they are, Ted, with an awesome chance here to get into the red zone and put more points up.
First down at the 25 of North Texas as they try to drive for the game-tying score. New running back is London Montgomery. And Montgomery takes it for 3 to the 22.
And so now you're starting to see this offense not have negative plays on first. You know, whether it's 2, whether it's 3, sometimes 4, it still keeps you on schedule. And when this offense has been really good the last 3 games, they've been on schedule, and it puts that defense behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
Now the toss to Montgomery, the former Nittany Lion. And Montgomery lowered his shoulder to the 20. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Pirates, who have really relied on the run on this drive.
Yeah, that's kind of how they want to be. They came in with a 50-50 run-pass mix. It's very rare in today's game that you see a dispersion like that in running and passing, and they've done a really good job, and their commitment to the run game, to your point, Ted, has certainly taken control of this game momentum-wise.
Hauser flushed. Hauser delivers. Sliding catch and incomplete. Yannick Smith trying to come back to it. Ruled out. And it's 4th down.
I don't know if they want to look at this or not, man. That's pretty close.
It sure looked like that, didn't it?
I don't know, Ted. I mean, you only need 1 in this level.
Man, no kidding. That looked pretty clean at first glance.
Now, keep in mind, the ball can touch the ground as long as he's got it controlled.
Field goal unit is out there. 38-yard attempt for Conrad, who nailed a career-long 52-yarder last week. He is kicking into the wind, however. From 38, he's got enough. And East Carolina draws closer. It's 21-17.
Oh, how this game has certainly changed. Just like that, turnovers are the great neutralizer a lot of times. When you're trailing in a ball game, it can get you back right pretty quickly. And the Pirates have certainly responded.
And this team has responded to Blake Harrell, LD. You know, Mike Houston fired after the loss to Army last month. They were 3-4 at the time. And Harrell told us this week, I knew I had to change some things. And it's not so much about scheme or anything like that. He has fostered, Blake Harrell has, a more relaxed and positive atmosphere. He spends more time with the players in the locker room. He wants to let everybody in the program know that they matter, and he feels like that maybe hasn't been the case.
You don't know how huge that is to a young college athlete when the coach takes time, the head coach now, to just say, hey, you matter to this program. That goes a long way, man, I'm telling you.
And every flag has been thrown onto the field. There are 5 flags down at the very end of a play that resulted in a fair catch.
Oh, man.
What are we doing?
Wait a minute. Who didn't throw a flag? That's what you need to be looking at now. You got 8 officials on the field.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team number 39. 15-yard penalty added at the end of the run. First down, North Texas.
Okay, then.
And you got to be careful with these extras right now. The game has gotten a little bit tighter. When you were up 21-0, you might have gotten away with that, you know, committing a penalty like that. It might not have had that huge of effect. But now with the game only being 4-point difference, every little bit matters here.
North Texas scored the first 21 points of the game. East Carolina has responded with 17 in a row. Morris fires, and that is dropped by Nick Rempert. He's not caught a pass each of the last 2 games. The 6th-year senior transfer from Tulsa.
Yeah, they've struggled here the last couple of drives on first down. First down so key to an offense because that sets the stage. You dictate the terms when you've had a positive play on first down. Gotta try to get something here on second.
Morris against a 4-man rush downfield. Sheffield, through his hands. Incomplete. Maybe the pass was a little off target, but Sheffield had space.
And that's the type of throw, Ted. You're like, okay, do I drill that thing in there, or do I put a little bit of air? And so you're caught in no man's land, but all you need to do is just give him a pass that he can make. So he decides to throw a strike, but you got to be exact when you throw it with that less air underneath the ball.
Yeah, I think DT Sheffield would tell you he should have had that. 3rd and 10. Morris on the sprint out. And he hits Wyatt Young, the freshman, well short of the line to gain. It's 4th and 5 now. North Texas at their own 45. I can't imagine they would go for it needing 5 here.
I think this is definitely a punting situation. And how about the defense of the Pirates playing that zone right, but making everything have to be thrown underneath, and then they rally to the football to make the tackle. That was a great defensive stand there by the Pirates, and now their offense, who's humming here of late, has another chance.
First punt of the game for Sawyer Evans. And without Winston Wright, new return man for ECU, goes back into the end zone, trying to come up with it. And it is a touchback. There's no worries back there. Jace Ruder is signaling safety. No, that is not how it works.
Ruling on the field is a muff into the end zone. By rule results in a touchback. Timeout on the field.
No worries for Kerry King, the new return man. ECU has it right after this.
On a longing Fansville.
Ramon, what are you doing here?
I missed hating you, all right?
That's crazy talk.
You know what else is crazy? Getting all that Dr. Pepper flavor with 0 sugar. Here, catch!
You throw like a mascot.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Restoration
is more than walls. It's more than paint. It's more than cleaning. That's the thing we'll never forget. For Belfour, it's your memories. It's your life's passion. It's your home. Belfour, restoring more than property.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
Football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami?
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
A crew of murderous pirates is coming. We have to hurry. Are you listening to any of this?
We're listening.
Oh, yeah? What did I just say?
Are you listening to any of this?
Let's go!
We wanted to search the buffet.
We're not searching the buffet!
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 2nd. And now save big on the Disney Plus Hulu bundle with this special Black Friday offer.
There's no such thing as bad weather with intelligent all-wheel drive. Now, get the all-new Nissan Kicks starting at just $21,830.
Let's go! The SEC ACC Challenge, next Thursday on ESPN.
Army and Tulane have already secured a spot in the American Conference Championship game, both still trying to bolster their case for the newly expanded college football playoff toward that end. Army at Yankee Stadium against Notre Dame tonight. East Carolina trying to secure a winning record in American Conference play. They can do that today, get their 7th win overall this season. Starting from the 20 and the swing to Patterson. The first down out across the 35. Nice gain. 19 yards on first down. And LD, you see how East Carolina started and how they have fared in the third quarter.
And it's no coincidence that it is a 4-point game now just because of that.
Now Montgomery with a huge hole. Out to the 48-yard line. He picks up 9.
Oh, this offense in good rhythm now. They're going with the tempo, trying to get this defense in a formation that they like.
Montgomery again, diving for the first down at the 50. I mean, ECU turned it over on each of their first 2 possessions, but they have awakened.
Yeah, and sometimes you get that, right? It's an early game. It's a 2:30 kick. You've had to travel quite a bit ways, obviously, and typically, a 7 o'clock kick or 6 o'clock kick is kind of right for you to get going, and it just took them a little while. And now you see the other side of what this team is certainly capable of doing on all 3 phases.
Take it to Montgomery this time. Hauser heaves it. That's caught in stride. Anthony Smith has a touchdown. They nearly hooked up for a score on the first drive before Smith fumbled. He hangs on this time to the 50-yard bomb, and East Carolina is on top for the first time.
I'm telling you, that was a thing of beauty.
There is a flag down back at the 40-yard line.
Like, how about Caden Hauser?
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 0. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. That is number 0's first unsportsmanlike foul regarding disqualification.
It's on the receiver, Jari Patterson, who got the drive started.
Hey, this first drive right here looks a lot similar to, kind of, you mentioned it, to that first drive of the game. They throw a swing pass out to Patterson. He goes a long ways. And then they come back, they run it a little bit, and then they take the over-the-top shot to Anthony Smith. But this time he finishes the deal. And Hauser, I'm telling you, he is so good off the play-action pass look. And his ability to throw that deep ball to it is impeccable. There it is. When you take a look at this defense, you got to be looking at your chops as a quarterback because this is what you practice all week. Okay, we got him. Because if that play side safety at the top about the 40 goes to the flat, I know I've got man-to-man at the top, and that backside safety just cannot get there. All I got to do is do what I've done the entire week in practice, and the receiver's going to hit his head on the goalpost.
Smith has been such a valuable pickup in the portal this year for ECU, LD. I mean, a breakout season for him. He barely played at NC State across 4 years. Gets an opportunity with Blake Harrell and East Carolina, and the coaches say he's our most complete receiver. He can do everything.
That's high praise. That's high praise when you've got Ryan and Soul on the offense as well, and that's big words. And so I like the fact when we talked with Coach Baker, he said, hey, he will go push crack to safety. And if for you at home, that's one of the toughest blocks to make when you're a receiver because you got to go in there and take that safety on and root him out of there in the run game. So how about these Pirates, man, coming back in a strong way?
Kickoff from the 20 after the penalty on Patterson. Coleman already up to the 40-yard line, still going across the 45. So North Texas ends up with outstanding field position as a result of the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, now if you're North Texas, the Pirates have made their adjustments, right? They have taken away what you had success doing in that first half, and now you got to go back to the drawing board and say, okay, if we get in certain formations, we anticipate this from the defense. You got to have an answer to it, right? And if they bring pressure, everybody's got to be on the same page with the hot reads. And if you are trying to run the football, you might want to go back to the basics where these guys could just fire out and block the guy in front of them.
That was a lot of what Eric Morris's offense was able to do in the first half, especially that really long touchdown drive in the second quarter. Morris looking to run here. And Chandler Morris slides at the 50. Picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, I like that call. That's a good drive starter there. And that gives this offense a chance to just play a little bit ahead here in the down and distance. There's his numbers compared to the first half. 76% completion percentage in that first half.
Now off his back foot, dangerous throw. He sailed it anyway. Flag is down. Miles Coleman was the receiver Morris was trying to locate.
I think that Miles Coleman, man, he's going to be a good one. I know he's only 5'6", 159 pounds, if that, as a freshman, but he has got that extra little juice that you like.
Defense number 11. Spot foul. Automatic. First down.
Coleman's got that juice and that slot receiver that they like to attack the inside seams of a defense with those deep safeties.
Andrew Wilson Lamp called for the penalty. Now East Carolina lost their top corner, Savone Revel, to the torn ACL back in September. Still going to be a first-round pick most likely. Porter up the gut and to the 32-yard line. About 5 yards.
Well, this defense is playing a too high safety look, and more times than not, as an offense that is getting up to see what they're doing, you think that's an automatic run. And I think this defense is daring you to run the ball. They set that up, and the tendency is to throw the ball in the middle of the field, but the way the defense is set up, they're able to guard against either option in this instance, and they've done a good job of it.
Back to Porter. Stopped at first and stopped again. Couldn't spin out of trouble. In fact, he lost a yard. Omar Rogers, East Carolina's leading tackler, wrapped him up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Those two safeties, you've got Riddle and Rogers. They're just sitting there about the hash, right? And then they cheat down just a little bit as the ball snapped. So they still are deep enough for maybe a pass play that goes across the middle. But they make no mistake about it. They are the extra run support defenders in the run game.
3rd and 6. Blitz off the edge. They pick it up, and Morris's pass is off the hands of Coleman. Incomplete.
Got to catch that. Got to catch that. Again, we talked to Coach Davis, the offensive coordinator this week, improve in the critical situations. This is a critical situation. You got to have that catch. Quarterback, yes, he put some heat on it, but you got to catch that to keep this thing going.
A lot of conversation here in really no man's land, but the field goal unit does come on here. Play clock is rolling.
They might need to burn one here.
This is a 51-yard attempt. This would be a career long for Nguma by 5 yards. It is blocked by Andrew Wilson-Lamp. The junior transfer from West Virginia got a paw on it, coming off the edge. And North Texas comes up empty.
Boy, these Pirates just do not flinch. They don't blink. They just play hard, as hard as you can possibly play. And special teams is a part of it now. Here it is, right off the edge. You got to get a push on that outside releasing guy that's going back there to block it. You got to push him out. If you don't, a player like Wilson-Lamp is going to go in there and block it every single time. Boy, this is so fun to watch. And there it is. Watch Coach Harrell. He's fired up too. The sideline is fired up. That's how you come into someone else's place.
So East Carolina has it from their own 36. And they give it to Rajay Harris to the 41. He picks up 5.
Oh, these first down runs are getting more and more. We saw maybe get 1 or 2 in the first half. Now it's 3. It's now 4 or 5 yards now.
Harris again, burrowing for the first down to the 49. This really is Rajay Harris time.
Yeah, and that's a load against the defense. They played a ton of plays now, and fatigue is starting to set in. And again, you're trying to chase these skill players, and here comes this big battering ram, and Rajay Harris.
Third straight carry, squeezing through the hole, churning the legs into North Texas territory. At the 46, he picks up 5 more.
I mean, is it me, or is he getting fresher? It's like he didn't even play that first half. He is running hard as if the game had just started.
Now Hauser to throw. Into the flat. Caught by Casey Kelly. And tackled with the first down at the 40-yard line. Nephew, the Hall of Famer, Jim Kelly.
Good long throw there by Hauser. That's a long throw to get the first down, but you can see the arm talent that he certainly has. And right now, he's just taking what the defense gives him.
Harris again. Can you see the patience, too, in the hole, LD?
Yeah, and I think that's a credit to really kind of the scheme of what they're trying to do. It's almost like, we're going to hand it off 2 to 3 yards deep for you. This hole may pop on the left side. It could go through the 8 gap. It could go through the B. It could go all the way outside to the 8 or 9 hole. And that's the patience of an experienced running back that is in tune with the guys up front blocking for him.
Remember, the first few possessions for ECU didn't look like this. Different story here in the second half. Marlon Gunn takes the place of Harris, and Gunn down to the 32. And it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Pirates.
And I really feel like they've got 3 capable running backs that can give them something different each. It's been effective.
Gunn again. And Gunn right through the hole. Yeah, there's that contact, whether it's Harris or Gunn. We saw it from Montgomery as well, still moving the chains.
Yeah, a defense, again, you look at the body language of a defense, hands on hips.
Hauser. Deep pass. Yannick Smith brings it in for the touchdown.
Mayday. Mayday.
The surge continues for East Carolina from down 21-0 to up by 9.
I thought, when you look at this, I thought Smith got away with a little bit of a push right at the end. But again, if you don't get called for it and you're crafty enough to do it without it getting called, full power to you, my friend. And how about that throw there again by Hauser? He is absolutely putting on a clinic this second half, and he's dropping some absolute dimes.
And Conrad makes it a 10-point lead for the Pirates. Yannick Smith in a big spot with no Chase Sowell or Winston Wright today, and he's coming through.
Once again, Ted, off the play action pass. So good by Hauser. He turns his back the other way, and then he reshuffles his feet, and watch the ball placement here. Great ball placement, nothing that Taylor Starling could do. And I'm telling you, this is a completely different team. It's a completely different offense. And this young man right here is absolutely putting on a passing clinic now.
Remember, he didn't win the job coming out of camp. Jake Garcia, the Missouri transfer, did. It was narrow. It was even throughout camp. The coaches said, you hate that either one of them has to lose the quarterback competition. But they turned to Hauser midseason. The season turns around, and in this game, the offense has executed the U-turn.
You know, the one thing that stood out when they talked about Hauser is the confidence. And that confidence is contagious. And I think you're right on with that. When Hauser's body language, and again, to play quarterback, even in the bleakest of times, you've got to be, and I think Coach Baker even told us, he said, if you cannot tell by the quarterback if we're up by 50 or we're down by 50, and I think that's what we're seeing here in this game today.
And now Chandler Morris has to have that demeanor,
right? He's got to do it, right? You got to kind of shake it off. That makes quarterback playing so difficult that people don't realize.
The fourth leading passer in the country entering the week. Now in an important position. Morris scrambling, and he's got a first down across the 35.
Well, that's what he's going to have to do. I think he's going to have to make this defense respect him getting outside of the pocket, because right now this defense is sitting in a deep zone, daring him to try to throw it deep. But more importantly, they're taking away some of these short underneath throws, so he has got to be a threat in the run game to break those defenses down.
See, North Texas substituted, so ECU allowed to do the same defensively. Again, UNT led this one 21-0 near the end of the first half. 31 unanswered from the Pirates. Blitz up the middle. They pick up Edwards momentarily. Morris is swallowed up, and a flag down as well. Raheem Craig and Edwards combining for the sack, plus the dance.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 32. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Guess Raheem Craig shouldn't have been dancing.
Hey, that's a huge bailout for the Mean Green, because this defense is beating them to the punch. Here it is. You got a double inside blitz here. You got pressure from everywhere on this edge, and there it is right there. Just a little bit of that face mask, and he didn't let go. This gives the Mean Green a little bit of life here on this drive.
Now setting up at the East Carolina 48. Mackenzie McGill breaking a tackle, a sidestep, and McGill with a big run inside the 30. Flags down at the end of this play.
Yeah, that's always in the realm of another face mask. That field judge and that back judge both threw it like that.
They're going to tack on 15 more at the end of this one, it appears.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 3. Half distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Yeah, you're just trying to reach out and grab what you can, and that's what happens, right? He's not trying to pull his lid there. He's just trying to reach out and grab what he can grab, but he pulls the face mask, and here it is. The Mean Green get a gift. Now, they're in the red zone, and this is one place they wanted to be good at. They were wanting to be good on third down, but more importantly, when you get in the red zone, they need touchdowns.
Underneath, Conwright, who has 2 touchdowns today, both in the red zone. He's got it inside the 10. Final seconds, stripping away here in the third quarter. McGill walks in for the touchdown. A quick answer for North Texas as they take advantage of the penalties.
Yeah, this offense gets so creative in around the goal line, inside the 10-yard line. They still kind of spread defenses out. And then the motion pre-snap is eye candy for the defense, and it gets the defense to shift or hesitate just a split second. And that split second, Ted, allows these blocks to develop. And you can see there, the running back goes in the end zone untouched. How about the Mean Green responding on that drive?
Team leading 8th rushing touchdown of the season for the walk-on Mackenzie McGill. And Onguma with the extra point. 3-point game almost at the end of 3 here in Denton.
Yeah, here it is. You got motion one way. You've got defensive players looking at the action all alone. It's creating blocking angles for the backside guard and tackle, Braden Nelson and Viapulu. And they do a great job of just sealing the wall a little bit. And then McGill, the second's able to get into the end zone.
You mentioned Braden Nelson, the left tackle, one of 2 true freshmen that North Texas is counting on up front. For Nelson, today is his 9th consecutive start. The coaches have said he just improves every single game. It's so rare in college football to be relying on true freshmen like they are.
It's remarkable at the offensive lineman that, you know, from the high school level, these kids, one, are big enough. But then again, to come in and compete right away. And Tyler Mercer on the center, number 56. Another freshman as well. These guys are asked to play right away, and they have responded. Well, we got a game, man.
Yeah, check out the tablet. Of course, that's new in college football this year. You can check out the video.
That's so awesome, and I love it.
If I make a big play, if I score a touchdown, I'm just rewinding the whole time if I'm on the sideline. Just, can I watch that again? Back up 15.
I ain't mad at you for that.
Man, what a frenetic game we have had. That's right. Rewind, rewind, rewind. Yeah, that was a good run, wasn't it?
Yeah,
did you see that?
He did pull my face mask.
Did you see that? Check out the touchdown. Watch this. Watch this.
Isn't that cool? That is the coolest thing. I think when I played, I don't even know if we even had cell phones when I played, but let alone getting a tablet on the sideline. That's a whole different game, man.
You had the bricks back then, like the Nokia.
We had to draw plays in the dirt.
Could play Snake on the sideline if they allowed that. London Montgomery starts this drive with a good run out across the 30. Picks up 7 yards, and that brings us to the end of 3. What fun has this been here in Denton on North Texas Senior Day? Yeah, put up 4 fingers in the air. East Carolina up 3 on our way to the 4th.
Did you see this? Tours are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
Wi-Fi all over your home.
No. Baby, I
wrestles with
seesaw game personified. North Texas led 21-0 late in the first half. East Carolina scored 31 in a row before UNT responded. Ted Emmerich, LaDarren McClain, Smacker Miles, our entire crew, we settle in for the last 15 minutes. East Carolina already bowl eligible. North Texas looking for their 6th win to pick up a bowl berth themselves. ECU with it, and here is Montgomery with the first down. Out across the 35-yard line.
You know, it's such a luxury for a play caller to know you're running the ball now at a clip that you can get 4 or 5 yards each time you hand it off.
Now the screen for Anthony Smith. And Smith lunging to about the 40-yard line for a gain of 4.
And sometimes for a play caller, it takes you a little bit to get warmed up yourself, right? You got to get into the flow of the game. You know, you have a game plan a lot of times of what you want to do, like the first few series. But you can see John David Baker starting to show why he's so talented.
Montgomery plowing ahead. The former 4-star recruit was in the ESPN 300 up to the 45, and it'll be 3rd and a yard.
Again, you got to give credit to this offensive line, starting in the middle with Dustin Hall, number 65, the center.
And right back to Montgomery. Sticks his nose in there, and he's got the first down. Yeah, and the other thing, too, you mentioned John David Baker, ECU's first-year offensive coordinator. He knew the challenge with North Texas firing their defensive coordinator, Matt Capone. That they have seen looks today that they did not prepare for under the interim DC, Brian Oda.
And how about that halftime adjustment, right? Okay, this is what they're going to show us. We don't think we can see anything else. Here's our adjustment to what we've seen, and they've done it.
Montgomery again, now across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give him 7.
And when the play caller can get into that rhythm to where you can get the defense running to the left, you can get them running to the right, and an occasional pass, that's when you know you're locked in.
Staying on the ground, Montgomery slips after picking up the first down to the 41.
Yeah, right behind Dustin Hall one more time. It's the center, the graduate, and he is just controlling things up front. The communication is impeccable. Pass protection is on point, too.
Now the deep shot for Hauser across the middle. Anthony Smith. Man, it's been there all game. Smith has been lethal. He's inside the red zone.
And he has these wide splits. These wide splits spreads that defense out. And it's just a skinny post. But he's going all the way across the field because the defense is not there. And that's just being in sync with the quarterback. The play action pass to hold the linebackers. And then you've got the hole in the middle to where it's just playing catch between the receiver and QB.
That went for 22 yards. Rajay Harris in now. And the fourth quarter is absolutely Rajay time as Harris picks up a couple. Remember how he finished the game last week against Tulsa in that comeback win.
I just love his toughness. You know, 18 carries, 92 yards in the game. He's averaging 92 yards and 4.8 yards a carry here. He is just keeping this thing afloat.
Harris again had a bit of a crease, and Harris down to the 12.
But again, you've got capable running backs. You've got Gunn Jr., you've got London Montgomery. There's no drop off. And even Coach Baker said, hey, my play calling doesn't change when Harris goes out the game. And you're seeing that right before your very eyes. This offense stays one mode. They attack, and they see what the defense is doing, and then they exploit and make you go in space.
Pirates need 4 on 3rd down. Harris is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. You know, on 3rd and 4, you might figure there, hey, the run is always in play, especially the way they have run it. But North Texas standing tall, and the field goal unit comes on.
Yeah, Jaden Langley there, another reserve defensive tackle on that defensive line, coming in making a huge play. And that was a much-needed stop by the Mean Green's defense.
So Conrad on for a 31-yard attempt to double the lead. And he drills it. So the drive stalls, but the Pirates end up with more points. And they're up 6.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that cold.
NyQuil Vapor Cool?
It's NyQuil plus a rush of Vicks Vapors.
NyQuil Vapor Cool, the vaporizing nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 for T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on gold. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. And save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
Football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
No, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami?
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
Friday offer.
For East.
Navigate the on the sideline and move forward. It's working well for them right now.
Yes, Mac, it's an underrated part for a young quarterback. LD, you know it so well, managing the emotion of the game, and Hauser has done that after a tough start, and now Chandler Morris, a veteran on the other side, has to do the same.
He's got to respond, right? And it's one of those things, you can't force it, though. You got to play within the fabric of what you do offensively and just make the play there.
Drive starts with a run. Mackenzie McGill, who had the touchdown on the previous drive, spins for a yard.
And I think the quarterbacks of today, the tendency is to try to make the spectacular plays. Sometimes the boring plays work. And you can see that sometimes with Hauser. He's been able to check it down sometimes. Sometimes Morris needs to do the same thing.
Morris fires, and it's caught. Coming back to the football there is receiver Dalton Carnes right at the sticks. It's a first down.
That's a very good throw by Morris. Puts it in the only place this guy can really make the catch and then defend himself with the defensive back there. The coverage is outstanding. But the play, the pass, I should say, is on the money, and that will defeat perfect coverage 10 out of 10 times.
McGill heads out in motion. Empty backfield here for Morris. Bubble screen. Miles Coleman, the true freshman. And Coleman cut down right close to the line to gain by Riddle. And he's got 9.
Yeah, Damon Ward kind of got leg whipped at the end of that play. He's out there what we call chicken fighting with the defensive back. He's got his back turned into his teammate coming in, and look like he may shake it off and be okay. He's still out there.
A good way to start this drive, too, with the run, the short passing game to find that rhythm. Blitz up the middle, and the quick throw again, this time to Damon Ward. It's been quiet for a little bit. I believe that's his first catch of the second half, and Ward has the first down.
Okay, there's their answer to that double 8-gap blitz. When they do the double 8-gap blitz, very difficult for the center and the 2 guards to protect that, because you've got to worry about protection outside of those 2 gaps. But the answer is to get rid of the football immediately to the flats, and you could see it was a positive game.
And that was a problem earlier, LDL, in the sack.
It was causing some problems, communication up front, and you're right, a sack, certainly.
So first down at the 49. McGill. And he lunges for a couple, maybe 3.
Well, how about that play there? You're talking about Baker, number 33. He is fired up in this game. That's exactly how this defense is designed. The big guys up front take on the blocks and hold the linemen up so they can't get to the linebackers. These linebackers have free run to the running backs. That was a beautiful display how they draw the defense up. There he is, Baker, right there in the middle of this thing.
It's so huge to have him back on the field here in the second half after having to sit the first half. Morris hit as he throws, and that affected the throws. He was trying to find the outlet in McGill. Morris got clocked by Surratt Ware.
Well, that time the defense won because the offense didn't have an answer for that. They kind of brought a little bit of a different blitz. They come and stunt this time, and they're only sending one linebacker, and there's a miscommunication up front, and Chandler Morris tries to step up, but when you step up with pressure up the middle, it is very tough for a quarterback to be effective.
You see the numbers for North Texas. 7 of 9 on third down in the first half, looking for their first third down conversion since the break. Needing 7. Morris with time. Dancing. Slings it. And is that caught? No, incomplete. Ward trying to make the fingertip catch. And that ball just slipped ever so slightly as he hit the turf.
Coach Harrell's going to his bag here. I mean, he is bringing all types of looks, and this is what flushes Chandler Morris outside of the pocket. It looks like they may bring pressure, but then they drop. They only rush 3, and so you've got 8 defenders in coverage. Everybody is blanketed, and they almost got away with it, but you could see there Damon Ward couldn't make the double catch.
Man, you saw Ward hanging his head there, the 6th-year senior, so close to extending that drive. Instead, it's a Sawyer Evans punt, and a flag is down. Play clock ran out.
Yeah.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Where you need your special teams to come back up and tilt the field back the other way, give your defense a chance. Now on the other side for the Pirates, it's where you kind of set up a return, right? You've got the momentum. Now you need to set up return. A lot of these coaches, special team coaches, like to set up return to their sideline. In this case, this would be the wide side of the field.
Remember the muffed punt earlier. New return man now. Looks like it's Riddle. And the true freshman brings it in with no trouble this time. Inside the 15. Timeout. ECU up 6. And the Pirates have the ball.
If you're one of the 70% of adults struggling with their weight, struggling to access care, struggling to find treatment that works, the problem isn't you. It's your health care. HIMSS clears the path to affordable, personalized weight loss plans for those who need them. Through HIMSS, a range of treatment options, including compounded GLP-1 injections, are currently available and ready to be delivered to your door. Real change starts here with HIMSS.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
No, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami?
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
A crew of murderous pirates is coming. We have to hurry.
Are you listening to any of this?
We're listening.
Oh, yeah? What did I just say?
Are you listening to any of this?
Let's go!
We wanted to search the buffet.
We're not searching the buffet!
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 2nd. And now save big on the Disney Plus Hulu bundle with this special Black Friday offer.
This is how AG1 works to deliver foundational nutrition that tastes great, too. With AG1, quality comes first. Using subtly fruity flavor from the essences of pineapple and vanilla, with no added sugars or artificial sweeteners. Look forward to your morning routine and start your day with great taste. Upgrade your daily habit today at drinkag1.com.
You know, Ted, this offense has had some spectacular offensive plays, but the defense has come up as well. And you can see how momentum can certainly change this game. And Rajay Harris has come to life here in this second half. And it has galvanized not only the offense, but again, the defense making play after play. And when this offense has time to really stretch the field, they've been able to capitalize. And you cannot forget the special teams. This is what coming onto the road and somebody else is building, making plays in all three phases. And that's why the Pirates are up 34-28.
I mean, that was just a ridiculous third quarter. North Texas was up 21-0 late in the first half. Harris punches it in the final seconds before going to the locker room, and East Carolina just kept carrying on. And they keep it on the ground as they start this drive. Marlon Gunn Jr. out close to the 20-yard line. 7.5 to play, LD. They've run for 200 yards as a team now for a fourth straight game.
They're there again.
They're going to stick with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? You're still in that area where, okay, if you feel like you're in a passing situation, why not, right? And this may be it here because you've got 2nd and 4. You know, you're still on attack mode. You're not out of the woods yet, with only a 6-point lead.
Flags fly here.
And this could change everything here as far as situational football.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
You know, penalties have been an issue again. 11 penalties now for 107 yards. They had even more than that last week in the win over Tulsa. But yet, it's East Carolina in front.
Yeah, they were averaging a little over 7.5 penalties a game, and that really hurt them too much here so far.
Jet sweep. Jari Patterson able to turn the corner, and he makes it back to the 20-yard line. So a much more manageable position here on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a good situational call. That's a safe call by John David Baker.
It's 3rd and about 3.5 here for the Pirates, who are content to take a little time here. Nearing the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter, leading 34-28. Hauser, well protected. He drills it. It's caught for the 1st down. Yannick Smith, the true freshman, once again, big play to the 33.
Oh, I love the concept. It's a mesh route concept. This is what they used to run on NCAA football on PlayStation 4 and 5. You get crossers, but you forget about the deepest receiver dragging across the middle. He's just hooked it up behind all of that. The pass protection was outstanding, and you've got the quarterback with the poise to stand back there and allow it to develop and throw a strike.
Yannick Smith over 100 yards for the first time this season. Again, a true freshman. Now it's Gunn for 4 yards across the 35.
Yeah, Smith is going to be a problem because he's big, he's physical, he's fast, tough to match up. You've got to get another big corner, physical corner on him as well. And, you know, as he develops, he's going to get the rapport with Hauser. You know, those are 2 young guys, and that's kind of the future of this passing game is those 2 young men there.
Now 5 minutes to go. Gunn again to the 40-yard line. You know, LD, you touched on it earlier, but John David Baker, ECU's offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter who is in the game at running back. You would think right now, oh, it's Rajay Harris all day, every day. Just keep handing it to him. They are so comfortable with whoever is out there, and they trust Gunn and Montgomery as well.
I think that starts from the top, Coach Harrell. I think he exudes confidence to every single player. You talked about it. He goes around and talks to everybody, hey, you are important. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm sure Gunn Jr. and Montgomery both feel that way in a critical moment in this game.
3rd down, can ECU convert again? And a timeout for the Pirates.
East Carolina takes their first charge timeout of the half. Timeout on the field.
We'll step aside as well. Blake Harrell and East Carolina face 3rd and 2 right after this.
Batten the hatches for the toughest, most impenetrable pair of pants 2 legs have ever known. Duluth Flex Fire Hose HD. Go epically tough on your leg stuff. Only at Duluth Trading.
Did you see this? Tours are going to be up to 50% off for Cyber Monday. Santa's going to need a bigger sleigh.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he is. That's not my car. I don't even know where I parked.
Get up to 50% off toys and more, only at Target.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex, breathe.
What is... Wow.
Sinex, breathe.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
Football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
No, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
Salami?
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
The art of Disney. Magical ideas brought to life. It's the inspiration for the very first Story Living by Disney new home community located in Rancho Mirage, California.
I'll take you there.
Imagine living in a place with the Disney touch, where you can make your next chapter the best one yet.
I'll take you there.
Cotino Community. Something magical is coming to life.
Drumming, all your friends humming, yeah, it's a good time coming. Everything you want it, it's right here, y'all. Everything you need it, it's right here, y'all. We got the tunes bumping, got the kids jumping, yeah, it's a good time coming.
Let's go! The SEC ACC Challenge, next Thursday on ESPN.
Been able to out Tulsa, and the Pirates face 3rd and 2, and a flag down. Did somebody flinch up front?
Full start.
Maybe Riles, number 6.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
You nailed it, LD.
Yeah, that's unfortunate too, because that was a pretty gettable 3rd down. Now with the false start, you push it back 5 more yards. Now you got to kind of telegraph what you're doing, and so that's going to play into the advantage of the Mean Green's defense. Now, with that being said, they have not really been able to put pressure on Hauser. He's been able to kind of scan the entire field, allow these deeper routes to develop. They got to try to get heat on him here.
North Texas brings 4. Hauser flushed, completes it to Yannick Smith, but short of the line to gain. Near the 40, needed the 43. And it's 4th down for East Carolina.
Yeah, just didn't go deep enough. Kind of felt like he needed to come back and bail his quarterback out. That's what you're taught as a receiver when your quarterback's scrambling. You got to come back and at least show yourself. Hey, but the Mean Green defense will certainly take it. They're forcing a punt. And this is what you want, right? If we're one of the top offenses in the nation, number 3 in total offense coming in, hey, the scene is set for you here.
Oldest player in college football, Luke Larson, ready to punt it. The 32-year-old boots it. For a catch near the 10-yard line for DT Sheffield. First punt this half for East Carolina, and so North Texas has a chance. All 3 timeouts and plenty of time. 3:33, not to mention the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, it's plenty of time. Now you got to go, right? You can't go down here and, hope, hey, let's just get a field goal. Now you got to put this thing in the end zone. You don't want to go down and, not come away with what you need here. So this is why you're here. This is why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. And this offense has got to go.
Chandler Morris says he's having the most fun this season since he was in high school down the road at Highland Park. Throw off the hands of Coleman and incomplete.
Yeah, that's saying a lot for Chandler Morris. I saw a lot of his high school career at Highland Park.
Won a state championship there. You called games of his that season in 2018. And He has reignited his career after tough times at TCU, and now trying to end this 4-game skid and take North Texas to a bowl game. Swing it to Shane Porter, and Porter's cut down after a short gain. Zakai Barker in there.
I'm telling you, Zakai Barker came completely from the other side of the field on a dead sprint and made that play. Wow.
And just like that, it's 3rd and 9, 3 minutes to go. Morris up top. Receiver tangled up. Flags fly. Conwright got pulled down by Andrew Wilson-Lamp.
You know what? I'm actually okay with that. I'm okay with that pass interference for the simple fact you're not giving up a big play. You can give up yards, you know what I'm saying, but you just don't want anything getting in behind you.
Defense number 11. 15-yard penalty automatic. First down.
And that's a great job there by Conwright to fight and try to act like he's getting held up. Here it is, one-on-one. This is a back shoulder fade. You got to do a little bit of acting, and yeah, there it is, a little bit of holding there by Wilson-Lamp.
So first down at the 28. 13th penalty of the night against the Pirates. Morris has a canyon, and Morris, tripped up at the 31-yard line, just slipped right there. Could have had a little more, but he picks up 3.
Well, you know what? That's the answer. Morris has got to be a run threat when they drop 8 into coverage and only rush 3. There's not going to be anybody underneath open because they're taking that away, daring Chandler Morris to be a run threat. He's got to take off.
He's been a lot more mobile today, a few weeks removed from that shoulder injury. Porter, nothing doing. Tossed down. He lost a yard.
Yeah, and that play call there offensively was anticipation of the Pirates only rushing 3. But look at this. They hang around, and then they rally to the football, and then you lose count as an offensive line.
3rd and long again. Morris, the shot, and it's incomplete. Miles Coleman almost had it. Mike Edwards was back there defensively, the linebacker.
Well, that kid's been all over the place. I mean, he is a freak of nature. I mean, he's a linebacker, but he runs like a safety. Here it is in coverage. Look at that. And then he turns around, Ted, when the pass is in the air. Man, textbook coverage. I mean, there's not many defensive backs that can do it that well, and a linebacker did it to perfection.
What a play to pop that out. 4th and 8, 2:05 to go. Gotta go for it. Morris, batted away. Gavin Gibson knocks it away from Landon Sides. The East Carolina defense rises up. Gavin Gibson puts the seatbelt on Landon Sides.
Lock it down. And that's exactly what he did. I tell you, this team's got a ton of heart. I'm telling you, they just never quit. And here it is. This is textbook coverage here. You go inside, may have gotten away with a little early contact, but the good ones tend to get away with those types of calls. Nonetheless, excellent defensive play, and now East Carolina is cooking with gas here.
It's not over. North Texas does have all 3 timeouts, but man, it's dire. Give it to Rajay Harris, plunging for a yard. And the Mean Green called the first of those timeouts.
This is the 2-minute
timeout. And beg your pardon, it'll be the 2-minute timeout here.
156. 156 in a game
North
clock,
Texas
please.
does not have to call a timeout yet. This is the 2-minute timeout new to college football this season.
On a reflective Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Dad, do you ever feel like college football is being changed by all this corporate money flooding into the sport?
I'm sorry I missed that. I was just grabbing a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
I just feel like the brands are taking over.
Dr. Pepper's strawberries and cream for my 2 thirsty boys.
You see what I mean?
You're overreacting, pal.
Aflac! That's the Aflac duck.
It's a normal duck.
He's waving a branded flag.
Aflac! It's a pennant.
My whole life is a commercial!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
What is it? The bus is leaving in 5 minutes.
All right, fine. I'll be out in a second.
You scared the gigabytes out of me.
I scared you.
The future isn't scary.
not investing in it is. 100 innovative companies, one ETF.
I think I might have oiled myself.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
You know, they say, losing hope, that's the real disaster. When Tropical Storm Fred sent a devastating wall of water and debris down this river, it seemed hopeless. But when the waters receded, Balfour was here. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore the life of this community. Balfour, restoring more than property.
What's that sound?
This holiday season, get on board with a special Disney Plus Black Friday offer.
I want one.
Watch these classic holiday favorites, these uninvited guests.
Let's go.
These besties.
This just feels right.
And so many more wonderful presents. Come home for the holidays to Disney Plus. And right now, save big with our special.
Should be a fan. Kids can put Terry.
Check out our Memphis Tourism Player of the Game, LD. Caton Hauser responding to the early adversity.
He did. He started the game 6 of 11 in that first half, went 10 of 12 here in the second, and it has been effective through some absolute dimes.
Oh, Rajay Harris to the second level, and he slides down at the 10, making the smart play. Of course, it's Icy Rajay to be the one to help put this game on ice.
I'm almost thinking he should have ran score. North Texas has 3 timeouts remaining. Hey, but again, it is kind of keeping their head in the game. Make North Texas have to burn every single timeout they have. I like putting points on the board. I'm old school.
This is a 30-second timeout.
He might not have realized that UNT had all 3 timeouts. I mean, the game isn't quite over yet. All but.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I like to put points on the board, make it a 2-score game, because in that instance, you don't want to have the botch snap. You don't want to have something weird go the other way. You eliminate that, and then you'd have to take a miracle by North Texas to try to score twice under 2 minutes in the game. And the way your defense has been playing, I would have leaned more to that. Then again,
at the very worst, LD, they are well within field goal range to make it a 2-score game. Harris still out there on 1st and goal, and now Harris seals it.
There you go.
With the touchdown. So he passed up the score the first time, and yeah, it's getting cold in Denton. Icy Rajay and East Carolina putting North Texas into the freezer.
I love it. Oh, man, what a fantastic football player, man. This guy is fun to watch. And when he got going, it is not a coincidence the rest of this offense and this team took off. Here it is. It's just power blocking. You've got hat on hat. This offensive line has taken control of the line of scrimmage from the second half, really the end of the first half, on till now. And, man, I'm telling you, this is an epic kind of change of events by the Pirates, the way they have taken this game over.
And up by 12, Pirates going for 2 here to make it a 14-point lead. Hauser underneath, hook and lateral. Harris couldn't handle it. And dropped to his knee, and that's it right there at the 12-yard line. How much fun is that?
Man, I hadn't seen a hook and lateral, and I don't know how long. That would have been awesome because it was open. It was there.
And Pirate fans loving this, certainly on the road in Denton, and once again finishing a game so strong. Last Thursday at Tulsa, now here in Denton. One more look.
Yeah, look at this. If he's going to just hold on to it, I think he walks in. I think he gets on the outside, and I don't think Hill would have been able to make a play on him.
Blake Harrell, the defensive coordinator, now interim head coach. He's basically in the middle of a 2-month interview for the permanent job. So far, he's acing it.
Man, I'm telling you, this guy, when we talk to him, you just get that vibe from him. Like, hey, he's just, what you see is what you get. It is no nonsense. He's very direct. And man, these kids believe it, and they want to run through a wall. And you can see they're never out of any game. No matter how far they're down, 21 points, whatever. This team is never out with Coach Harrell at the helm.
He told us this week, I think it's starting to slow down for me, everything that goes with being a head coach, just like you always talk about with a quarterback that is out there for the first time. He feels like a young player. He'd never been a head coach in his 20-plus years in the profession.
And I kind of kid. I said, now, Coach, you got to worry about timeouts. You got to worry about all kind of stuff now. He said, yeah, I know. He's trying to figure it out, too.
Morris drops it off to Mackenzie McGill. It's a couple of tackles. And McGill with a first down across the 35. Clock does stop momentarily here. 1:29 to go.
Yeah, they got to score pretty quick. And if there's an offense that can do it, the Mean Green can certainly do it. Got to go.
They need one of those 70-yard plays that they've been known for this season, like right now. Threads that pass to Damon Ward, and Ward out of bounds at the 45. That was almost picked.
I mean, I don't know how it wasn't picked, and you're right, it was completely threaded. Good concentration by Ward, too.
Clock stops at 1:19. Again, 2 timeouts left for North Texas. They can certainly score in a hurry, but they need 2 touchdowns. Comes that blitz up the middle. And Morris hits Coleman. Once again, stopping the clock as Coleman heads out of bounds with the gain to the 38. Picks up 5.
Yeah, that's a great job by Coach Harrell to now bring that double A-gap blitz on first down, making Chandler Morris get rid of the football because our guys can come up and make the tackle.
Morris looking deep, now having to adjust, and he scrambles out across the boundary, and with a first down to the 33.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a safety valve. It's kind of been the MO really this entire second half. When they drop in coverage, the Pirates that is, when they play a kind of a deeper zone, there's nothing underneath for Chandler Morris to check it down to. He's either going for the gusto or having to get out of the pocket and run.
Morris back to the boundary. Blair Conright shakes a tackle, and Conright inside the 15. Clock stops as the chains reset with 60 seconds to go.
Yeah, he's still got time. Let these chains reset.
Morris dumps it, and Porter inside the 10. Now will North Texas call a timeout here? I think they will.
Yeah, that's a little bit of what you needed when the game was kind of in a balance, when it was a 1-score game and they had the ball to try to go,
Texas takes their
either tie it up or take the lead.
30 seconds.
You gotta have that running back coming out of the backfield underneath, hooking up.
So 1 timeout remaining for the Mean Green. And we check out the standings in the American. Again, it's Army and Tulane. They've already locked up spots in the championship game coming up in 2 weeks. Army against Notre Dame at Yankee Stadium tonight. Can't wait for that. That could help bolster the case for Army, especially when you think about the group of 5 team that's going to be in the college football playoff.
You know, I told people, I said, don't sleep on Army coming into the conference for the first year just because of the style of football they play, that triple option.
And Bryson Daly is an animal.
Oh, he
is awesome. Morris sack, ball is out. And who has it? No signal yet. I believe North Texas.
Charge timeout at the half. 30-second timeout.
It looked like Paolo Vaipulu was able to recover it for the Mean Green, and they have to burn their last time out here with 35 seconds.
Yeah, this is not the situation that you wanted, for sure. And they're lucky that they at least get a chance here on 3rd down. You see the pressure. Chandler Morris trying to do everything he can just to get away. And yeah, Vaipulu falls on the ball. He has been under siege, Ted.
C.J. Mims, LD, was the one who knocked it out of Morris's hands.
Yeah, for a defense that struggled to just take the ball away. They were at the bottom of the conference. Again, we talked a couple times, -6. Here they only had 7 fumble recoveries coming into the game, only 13 interceptions.
Morris on the slant, out of the hands of Damon Ward, could not hang on. And it's 4th down. I mean, this hurts for North Texas. Just bottom line, to be up 21-0 in the first half, trying to end the 4-game losing streak, trying to make it to a bowl game for the first time under Eric Morris. And this is how it ends up. East Carolina now calls a timeout.
Yeah, you just got to recognize your opponent. You got to understand, this game is not over.
30-second timeout.
It was not over until 000 on the clock. You got to understand and respect your opponent. I think they may have gotten a little bit comfortable and said, okay, we're back. This first half is what we needed. You know, we've struggled the last 4 weeks. We haven't been able to start fast. And I'm telling you, this team right here on your screen just has a belief. And that belief is contagious. And you just never think you're out of the ball. I've been a part of some teams that have been pretty good. We thought like that. Then I've been on the other side to where if we got down, it was like, oh, my gosh, here we go again. Not these Pirates today. They have fought back and 32 seconds away from winning this one.
And for North Texas, bowl eligibility is going to come down to a road trip to Philadelphia next week when they face Temple. 4th and 11. Morris to McGill and steps out short of the line to gain.
Oh, you got to cut back inside. That was not 3rd down. That was 4th.
And that's it.
The runner is short. The line to gain. 1st down, East Carolina.
Yeah, I think he thought it was 3rd down. Otherwise, he would have definitely tried to cut back and fight. That's unfortunate.
Frustration etched on Chandler Morris's face as East Carolina took this game back out of the grasp of North Texas.
Here's my favorite formation in football right here.
You ran that a few times around here. Caton Hauser does the honors today. And the good vibes continue for East Carolina. Since making the change at head coach, the Pirates have won 4 in a row. Another impressive comeback on the road here today in Denton. East Carolina and Blake Harrell win their 7th game of the season, 40-28 over North Texas.
This man can flat out coach. And right now, I think this is the team that nobody really wants to play in the American Conference just because they never believe that they are down. And again, it's contagious, and it starts with this head coach right there.
Told us this week the letters he's focused on, W-I-N. What's important now? I'm not worried about going to a bowl game. I'm not worried about the permanent head coaching job, which of course he wants. I am worried about today, practice. I'm worried about getting my team to Denton. I'm worried about playing this game. And once again, East Carolina is able to come up big as they win their 4th in a row. You see the updated standings in the American, now 7-4 overall. Next week, LD.
Yeah, they got Navy.
They have Navy on Friday. They have a chance to win 8 games in the regular season for the first time in 10 years.
And how fun is that game going to be against the Naval Academy? But, man, these Pirates are for real. They are for real.
Downstairs to Smacker with Blake Harrell.
Coach, last time we talked, you said it's a whole new half. What went into that comeback?
You know, we scored up before the half. That was huge. And then defensively, we got some stops in the second half. You know, it seemed like in the first half, we couldn't get a stop, but we were able to hold them to 7 points in the second half. And then the offense, I knew that we could just keep going at it, keep throwing swings at it. We'd be all right. And they kept punching and, 40 points and win the ball game. That's huge for our guys. Win number 7.
You mentioned the defense stepping up. How did they do that so effectively?
Yeah, Zakai Barker had a lot to do with that coming out in the second half and, and missed the first half. And we had 2 guys out on offense, but, we got off the field on 3rd down defensively, and that was huge in the second half.
How did the offense step up?
Just take care of the football. Just quit having stupid penalties, take care of the football. We obviously just got to clean that up. But, hey, where we're at in this time and the way that we're going to win in ball games, I mean, it's 4 games in a row. We won 4 in a row. Super proud of these guys, this program. Let's go get number 8 next week.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Yes, Smacker, if you're a Pirates fan, you might wonder, what does Blake do now that he's the interim head coach? Yeah, he still calls the defense. He is an inspiring force for this team and this program. They come into Denton and they win despite falling into a 21-0 hole. 40-28 the final. Pirates win it for LaDarren McClain, Smacker Miles, and our entire terrific crew. This is Ted Emmerich saying so long from Denton, America. East Carolina keeps on rolling.